camera fighting with me. Hold on.
Mm.
Oh, it's going the wrong way. Look at me. Hold on real quick. All right, for real this time. Mic check.
Yep. What's up, fool?
What it do?
Not
All
a damn
right.
thing.
How does my intro go?
Dude, that's why I keep forgetting to click your stupid video. My bad.
What it do? What it don't? What it is and what it ain't? It's your boy Don Otaku, aka Don Solo, aka Solo the Don, aka Solo D Swaggy, aka the People's Champ, and the King of Power Stone for sure.
Shut the hell up. I'm not trying to hear none of that. That shit had me mad yesterday.
And this is Project Untitled Gaming Podcast, working title, episode 64, Nintendo 64 to be exact.
Damn, this is the 64th episode? Shit.
64th episode.
Hey, well, are we doing something for the 100th episode?
Of course. Have to.
It's gonna be so cringe, I can imagine.
Yeah, probably. But of course, I'm here with my day ones to talk about the gaming, the whole gaming, and a little bit of Diddy, but nothing else.
Whoa.
Not about
What's
the
up,
game.
Soil Tech?
What up? Yeah, what up, Solar Tech?
Well, you said something about Diddy?
Yeah, we're
talking about the good Diddy or the bad Diddy? Oh, we need to have our chief. We need to have a chief Diddy analyst, man. But you know, it's cool. Anyway.
But before we get into our intros, let me go ahead and introduce the topics that we have for today. A lot of new Nintendo Switch 2 details have surfaced. Some good, a lot bad, but we gonna get into all of it.
You said a lot bad?
Depending on how you look at it. And then we got Marathon, which that situation is crazy.
Yeah.
And we got a data breach hidden Arc System Works that has revealed a lot of things. So before we get into those topics, let me go ahead and introduce my kinfolk. We have Deadshot Teej, aka Triple Up Teej.
Only two nicknames. Only two.
Double Down Teej. AKA Nah, I'm gonna leave it at that. AKA the hater of 99% of video games.
That's not leaving it at that, man.
What go down? What you been up to?
I've been skateboarding. I learned a new trick. I learned nollie inward heel flips. I'm so proud of my ancient ass because I feel like
an old dog can actually learn new tricks. That's crazy.
Hey, if you put your mind to it, you actually can, bro. It's crazy.
How many hips did you break during this?
Dude, you know how many times my neighbors see me just like sprawled out on the floor? Too many times, at least 15 times. But hey, it's all good. But yeah, I'm here. You know, I've been taking a little break. My internet been tripping, so I haven't been able to stream. The only game I've been able to play was fucking Capcom Collection 2.
Lord Metro said, good for you. Yeah.
Knees. Oh my god, that sounds provocative.
I hope you're wearing your knee pads.
Hey man, look, I don't believe in safety devices. That's all I'm gonna say. You take that how you want to. You take that however way you want to. But yeah, that's it. That's all I've been doing.
No doubt.
Hardly any gaming.
That boy said he don't care about PPE.
And of course,
Ocean will be ashamed of you.
You sound low as hell.
Well, I got them turned up on. I always have them extra turned up.
Maybe I got them turned down.
Turned up, turned down.
Like I got you on like 177 or something like that because your mic always sound lower than everybody else. But it's all good. What a Lord Mars, aka Marzarus, aka Z-Ram. Oh, aka the Spirit of Truth. I forgot to start with that. Aka I keep on forgetting what your new name about to be because I can't say that you the only one who beats video games anymore. It's sad. That used to be your title.
Hey, bro, I ran through the 2 Doom titles just to get to the new Doom that I'm playing right now. Hey, I ran through them Jones. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, this dude streamed for 10 hours beating that shit.
Oh yeah, I streamed 10 hours on.
You did a 10-hour stream to beat
I had to get that whole. I was like, yo, I'm cutting it close. This game's coming out. I'm like, bro, I'm finna have to run through. This new Doom also because Elden Ring Night Rain coming out in a few days, and I'm finna be on that Jones. So
yeah, I beat 2016. I'm not going for Eternal at all. Not even gonna touch it before I pick up Dark Ages.
Wait, you say you're not even gonna touch it?
Nah.
That's crazy.
I don't got time for that. It's a prequel anyway. I don't got time to be playing the sequel.
But the new one's a prequel, so what are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. The new one is a prequel, so I don't need to play Eternal, which is the sequel.
Crazy, bro, it's crazy how they're working backwards through the timeline, and the niggas even more cracked in the past than he is in the future, which is weird as fuck.
Well, I guess if you played the first one, he was in Eternal. He was in a slumber, so
yeah,
he probably was weaker because of that. You know how they be doing.
They probably siphoned off that boy energy, that boy aura.
But yeah, man, I haven't touched it yet, but definitely gonna have to check it out sometime this week. But anything else you've been on?
Nah, I need to get back on Expedition 33. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm
going on game of year right now, bro.
But talk about Doom: The Dark Ages because I haven't played. So how you feeling about it?
Yeah, Doom is like it's cool, like as it like a Doom game, like one of those old school like type of games, like
a boomer shooter.
Unreal, Duke Nukem, or you feel me, Quake, you feel me? Yeah, it feels different from the other Doom. Like he's heavier, he's not as fast, not as agile. Like some of the guns are different. The main gripe I know everybody's probably pissed off about is the finishers. The finishers don't feel
glory kills. They don't
feel like you could get it. You could get the finisher to feel like a glory kill sometimes. Like certain bosses, it'll put you in the animation, and then also like certain you gotta assassinate them a certain type of way. I remember one glory kill. I jumped down on a person, and it felt like the regular glory kill, but that doesn't happen all the time. So like most of the time it's just you just kicking people or hitting them with the flail or whatever the case may be. Or doing the shoulder bash. The shoulder bash, like I do the shoulder bash sometimes too. The shield bash, like bro. But it just feels different. So I can understand why people would be pissed. Like it's the same for the last 2 games. Then you change it up. Like I can understand. But everything else is kind of cool. You feel me?
That's what's up.
So, yeah,
I haven't played Eternal, but I heard it's more about platforming and a lot of that's going on, so I don't know how that one feels, but I know how 2016 was definitely fast paced, so I have to see how it feels comparatively.
Yeah, I mean it's like Eternal and 2016 are basically damn near almost the same, except one's a little bit faster than the other, like. And one has more like the platforming a little bit more, but on this one, almost barely any platforming. Like there's platforming, but it's like few and far between. The secrets is either like you just gotta find the wall. Like find the wall, break the thing, go around the thing, whatever the case may be. Like it's not like oh, I'm dodging in the air, I'm jumping, I'm dashing, I'm doing all this, double jumping. No double jump, no dash. You got to block now. You have a counter. You have a parry.
Yeah, it was
no
like
game mechanic.
the 2016 Doom was rip and tear. Eternal was jumping gun or running gun, one of those. And then now it's stand and fight. So it's all about standing your ground, parrying, just running. Basically, you not moving around too much. You going straight into
the thing is, another thing, if you get acclimated to the gameplay style, like you got the shield bash, then also you have a shield throw, and if you utilize those two things, like with the gun is secondary, and then your melee is also another secondary. It's like you're utilizing the shield to like keep people at bay. Like you throw the shield, it chainsaws them, it stuns them like the bigger people, and then you can shoot whoever, or you can shoot the dude that's got the shield in them, and then like you can bring the shield back, then do a shield bash, and it's like it's combo. It's more combo-y than the other game.
That's what's up. Yeah, can't wait to play. I've been waiting on it, but there's just too many games that
There's a lot of games coming out, man.
There's too many games that I still need to think time into. So I'm gonna have to start a little bit later. But that's what's up. There's
a whole lot of games.
As for myself, Donald Taku, as you can see on the screen, Capcom Fighting Collection 2. Out of all the collections, this is probably the one I was most excited for because a lot of these games I had never played before that were in here, but I had interest in. I just never was a fighting game. Yeah, I was never really into fighting games that much when these games came out. So, and plus I didn't even know these games existed until like way later in life.
Oh, so you went in the arcade like that?
Oh, no.
Bro, nobody played Plasma Sword back in the day, bro.
Exactly.
I never played this.
I never played Plasma Sword.
Yeah,
I played Power Stone.
I didn't even know what Plasma Sword was, but when I saw Hayato was in here, I was like, bro, Hayato from Marvel vs. Capcom? This is his game? So I had to. So yeah, man. This collection, just from the games that I've played so far, definitely one of the best fighting game collections that Capcom has put together, because every game that I've played so far has such distinct mechanics that I was like playing through. I was like, bro, how has Capcom not brought back these type of mechanics that I'm seeing here? Like they all had something cool and unique that you don't see in any of the new Street Fighters. You don't see any of the new Marvel vs. Capcoms, any of their crossovers. They all just have they're one and done, just really unique fighting games. Now some of them might not be the best fighting game on a technical level, but I just love.
They're unique though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All of the ones that I've played so far have had like something unique and cool. So like Plasma Sword, which is what I'm showing right now. This is Capcom Soul Calibur. Like literally, this is Capcom's version of Soul Calibur. Everyone has their own weapon. They all have their own style. There's someone who is literally a Yoshimitsu type in this game. But I love how they handle the specials in this game, because they have two different ones. They have the regular like super move that every fighting game has. You just do some super combo kind of special thing. But then they have, I don't even know what it's called, but everyone has like their own unique thing where if you press B and Y at the same time, you go in, you basically what is it called from Jujutsu Kaisen? Domain expansion. Domain expansion. You do a domain expansion and you take them into your domain, and then everyone has their own unique ability. So Hayato has the plasma sword, where his sword just grows super big, and then he can just mash combos from distance and just like F you up. But then
I mean, he basically got a Bankai instead of a domain.
Yeah. And then you'll also see like like one of them can just turn into a giant, and then she'll just like also just has range and strength. The other guy, he can do these like bomb attacks from his body, and it'll just reach a wide area and take you out. So everyone has their own unique kind of special move that they can do, but it's kind of like Vism, because if you know how to block, you can kind of, or block or dodge, you can kind of get out of it. But once you get hit once, it's over. Like, you're gonna keep getting hit. So I love that mechanic. It's really cool. But other than that, go ahead.
The collection seems pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
I like the collection so far.
So
I like it.
The other one that I played right after was Capcom Fighting Evolution, which is a crossover fighter I had never even heard of either. And this crossover is all Capcom crossovers, but it's including Darkstalkers, Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 3, Street Fighter Alpha 3 Max, and Red Earth, which is a game I had never even heard of. So they basically take the sprite work and the mechanics of each game. So if you pick Ryu, you're getting the Street Fighter 2 version of Ryu. Now the Street Fighter 2 one does look better. Like, they didn't just leave the ugly Super Nintendo Street Fighter 2. So he looks better. Yeah.
Sprites.
But like Street Fighter 3 characters play like Street Fighter 3. And then the Street Fighter Alpha 3 Max characters, they play like Street Fighter Alpha 3, even like their special bars and everything is exactly how it would be in Street Fighter Alpha 3, but their sprites also look like the Alpha 3 versions. And then there's obviously Street Fighter
basically Mugen.
It feels exactly like Mugen, because every character literally feels like,
sound good to me.
I mean, but like it's cool because you literally see them, they ripped out literally ripped the sprites from each game, and mechanically they play like each game. So like Darkstalkers looks like Darkstalkers. It doesn't like I love that it doesn't mash up how you would you like usually when it's a crossover. What up, Stu Jersey? Usually when it's a crossover, like everyone is in the same art style, but they made it so that it feels like, oh, you can see where they came from.
It's almost like it's like the art version of Tekken, everybody knowing each other's language and shit.
Yeah, or the Spider-Verse shit.
Exactly. So I love that they did this like that, because it makes you be like, okay, like, because you can kind of learn each game in this game.
Yeah.
So I was playing with Street Fighter 3 Sakura. I think this is Street Fighter 3 Sakura.
Do you got Vism?
I did not know how to use it, but I think is this Alpha? No, this isn't Alpha 3.
Punch and kick.
I tried that. It didn't work, but this might be Alpha 3 Sakura. I can't remember. Let me see.
Like Alpha 3 or Alpha 2 or something. It could be Alpha 2.
It'll show it. But
if you had Vism and Aism, that might be Alpha 2.
Yeah, they only had Alpha 3 Max for the Alpha games, so I don't know. But what was it called? So I was playing with Ingrid and Sakura. I was going through the story mode, and then, bro, once I got to Dimitri, was destroying me. I don't know what was going on, but he was doing the foot dive, the Dr. Doom foot dive on me, he was stomping on my head every time I got on the ground. He would do a little stomp on my body. I'm like, bro,
he reminds me of Bison, Vampire Bison, bro.
He was Vampire Bison, bro. I could not do anything. Like every time he would hit me, if I fell on the ground, he was gonna stomp on me every time. I'm like, bro, let me up.
That's crazy.
So yeah, but I literally could not beat him. I was like, yeah, I'm going to the next game. I don't got time for this. He was whooping me. But yeah, Capcom Fighting Evolution is also really good. I didn't record this one, but I also played Capcom versus SNK 2001 against Spitta. And
you played against Spitta, bro?
Yes, obviously he whipped my ass.
Wait, hey, who do you use?
I was using
Spitta, what you use, man?
I was using Sakura, obviously. You know, I love Sakura. And then I was using, who else did I use? I tried out Ken. I accidentally tried out Yun, because you know these games don't let you go back if you accidentally choose somebody.
Oh yeah.
And then I was just trying different characters. It was not working out for me in either one. So let me see. So Sakura is the Street Fighter Alpha 1, or no, it's just a Street Fighter Alpha version.
OG Alpha's crazy.
Yeah, it's OG Alpha. I think Ingrid was the only one who's Street Fighter Alpha 3 Max. Since she was like the hidden character of that one. So yeah, I played with Street Fighter Alpha version Sakura, and then I was trying out different ones after I was getting whipped by Dimitri, but it wasn't working. But yeah, man, Capcom vs SNK, it feels like it feels like Street Fighter 3-ish. I think like as far as the crossovers go, it feels the most like Street Fighter 3, which I liked a lot. But the groove system in that is hard to learn, or I shouldn't say it's hard to learn. I just need to see like what each one does, how it plays, and actually learn.
I know the Capcom stuff. It's just the SNK stuff.
ones.
I just don't even. I picked K just to fuck around, bruh. My gauge just started going down. I started panicking. I'm like, bro, what am I supposed to even do? You start off with a full gauge, I would just start going down immediately, bro.
But yeah, Spitta, how are you feeling about the Capcom collection?
I'm fucking with
Hello?
That's it? You just fucking with it? Yo, we can hear you.
Yeah, it's fun. What else I'm supposed to say?
That's it?
What else am I supposed to say?
You supposed to,
which game,
yeah.
which game
I need to catch a fade with Spitta one time. I'll get him at SNK. I'll say
which
that.
game you fucking with the most? Which game like have you played for the first time? Like Randy was talking about. You feel me? Like just let us know.
The only game I played for the first time was a Plasma Sword. I never played Plasma Sword. I like it. It was pretty fun. I didn't really get into it, but yeah, I wasn't gonna get into it, but then when I played it, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to actually play this.
You gonna try it online?
Yeah, I'm gonna try it online. Once I learn. I was just doing shit, but it was still fun. I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh shit, I remember this from Marvel vs. Capcom because I picked the person I knew.
I swear, Capcom do that a lot, bro. They'll put in some weird ass character you never seen before and make some obscure game that you're never gonna play, and then like one day you're just gonna be like, "Damn, this nigga was in
he was on this game, yeah, bro." You know that's why I love Marvel vs. Capcom 2 because it's like, bro.
Yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
I didn't know about.
Marvel vs. Capcom 3. They did not put any obscure characters. They were like, "Oh, you gonna know all of these Capcom characters." Marvel vs. Capcom 2. You was getting some out of there characters.
But no,
they put an obscure character, but you knew him, and it was added.
The obscure characters in Marvel's, they're added like
they were new.
Characters.
They were new characters, but not like because like Phoenix Wright, would be obscure, like maybe not today, but when he did come out back then, Phoenix Wright was not as big.
People did not know who Darkheart and Thanos were back in the day.
Exactly. Like, nobody was checking for Thanos. Yeah, obviously, if you were a Marvel comic fan, you know who Thanos is, but...
Yeah.
Bruh, I knew Thanos from Marvel vs. Capcom 2, but I never knew he was that nigga. Like, I didn't know he was that nigga.
Yeah, he was just like later. He was just a guy. He was just who's this big blue guy?
That was throwing this nigga was throwing Saturn at you, but I didn't know that was the whole planet. I just thought he was throwing rocks. But Capcom Evolution, I played it a little bit because I wanted to try Urian. But see, they say that game is ass.
Yeah.
Why they put it in the whatchamacallit, so that's why I didn't really like play it, but I'm gonna have to play it because
they should have added Tatsunoko, man.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. That's all they needed.
That's all they needed for this. With Tatsunoko.
Look, Lord Metroid said he played Plasma. He played Plasma Sword eons ago. We know you were in the arcade in 1989 playing. I shouldn't even say 1989. He was in the arcade 1976 playing Pac-Man.
He was out there playing Pong.
Exactly.
Like, you talking about Pac-Man? He was playing Pong. What else? Capcom vs SNK 2, fun game.
You know what sucks? I feel like arcade culture is dead now, bro.
Bro,
just in America.
But like, it's not as prevalent as it was back in the early 2000s to the late 90s and shit.
Bro, you go to Japan, bruh.
Bro,
they still playing them old games on the to this day. Crazy.
Bro,
I know
a quarter to rent a game for a few minutes. Like, bro, you feel me? Or a couple of quarters to rent a game.
Bro, no. And I was telling him this the other day. I was like, bro, if I played a game at the arcade and I was like, oh, this whole kind of fun, I'm about to buy it. All I do is think about like, all right, how many quarters am I playing? If I play how many hours equals how many quarters, I play the game for cheaper. Now there's no even scale anymore. There's no scale. Like, that was my scale back in the day. Like, if I was gonna play this game and I knew it cost 50 cents to play, as long as I played more than 12 hours of it.
Bro, these companies don't have no vision. Like, all you have to do is create two versions of the game, two separate experiences. One experience that you have to find at the arcade. You have to go to the arcade to get this experience. If you want this other experience, the cinematic version with all the cutscene, all the other shit, you have to buy the game for that one. Like, you got two different like there's two endings. You beat the arcade, you get one ending. You beat the whatchamacallit, you get another ending. Like, it's two separate endings. Make it enticing for the people to come to the arcade to play the game. But people don't do that no more, bro.
See,
arcade been dead.
There are certain games like the Mario Kart arcade game. I always play that because there's no other Mario Kart like that one. It's like when I go to the arcade, I'm like, oh, they got this? Bet. And I play that because I'm like, I'll never be able to experience this outside the arcade, which is live.
Exactly.
Nah, bro. Remember, all right, I know you moved, but remember like Celebration Station, bro?
Yes.
How they had a fucking X-Men cabinet, bro, and 4-player. Bro, that was the best thing there, bro. 4 people could play at the same time. That was unheard of back in the day.
Them 4-player beat 'em ups used to go hard.
Bro. Oh man, I miss that era. I miss that era so bad, bro. I miss that era so bad sometimes.
Look at this Red Earth character that I just picked randomly. Like,
what the fuck? This thing got a Chocobo.
This nigga is big like Onslaught, like what's that Rocket Punch ass nigga?
Oh, Sentinel.
Like, bro, this nigga huge as hell.
Bruh, he was so ass. His old stubby arms.
Yeah, that nigga can't do nothing but headbutt and kick.
But yeah, man, I like the addition of Red Earth because I had never heard of that game. I'm surprised that they didn't put it in this collection, because that's another obscure ass game that could have been in here. But yeah.
Nah, they're probably setting it up for it. I ain't gonna cap.
But
probably setting it up for it.
A game that I played against Spitta and I played against you, Tej, Power Stone. That's the highlight for me. And
Power Stone was fun, but that dude, what's his name?
Falcon.
The white. Yeah, bro, he is so cheap in that game, bro. I swear to God, if that game had an online and I seen you with that character, I'm rage quitting. I'm turning the game off.
See,
I seen that nigga.
So I played against Spitta first on Power Stone, and I picked him, but I didn't know how to do his special. I didn't know how to do the right special, and he beat me. But once I saw you do that special.
Bro, he got a triple Psycho Crusher.
Oh, hell no.
Bro, that shit does more damage than any... That shit does more damage than any other special in the game.
One Psycho Crusher is enough to kill somebody.
Bro, he's the only one. He is the only one with a one-shot special. Like, if you hit all 3 of those Psycho Crushers, you go from 100 to 0. He is cheap.
He one-shotted me. Bro, he one-shotted me with that shit.
Yeah, you don't block a Psycho Crusher, you about to get one-shotted anyway.
And then his other special, War Destroyer, missiles everywhere. That's all I'm gonna say. But that whole kind of ass.
Yeah, that was ass compared to the other one. But yeah, Power Stone ahead of his time. Like the environmental attacks. The fact that there are certain characters who can like hang on the ceiling and like climb all over the ceiling. There are certain characters who can wall jump. You can run around on the poles. Yeah, he got the helicopter one. He was all hanging up on the ceiling. Everyone has their own unique way of movement. Some characters are slow, some characters are fast. You can throw tables, chairs, bombs. There's items. There's guns. Bro, Power Stone is the ultimate.
Why wasn't this shit an anime? This shit could have been going after One Piece, bro.
That is the ultimate party game, party fighting game. That could have been Capcom Smash Bros. Or Sega Smash Bros. If they still existed.
Bro, exactly.
I ain't gonna lie. America needs to make arcades great again.
Not happening.
Yeah, bro, that's a real MAGA. Make arcades great again. Y'all niggas, bro, come on.
Wait, no, I fucked up. It's MAGA.
That's a real MAGA. That's a real MAGA. Make arcades
It's not gonna happen because
goddamn
online play is a thing now.
Yes.
But also, nobody leaves the house.
It's like a third space. Like going to the library. Yeah, you can read books on your phone, ebooks and all that shit. But go to the fucking library and meet you a nice little nerdy chick. Or go to an arcade and meet you a nice little.
He ain't lying.
Mars.
That got nothing to do with
Mars, you know what's funny?
Hey,
I went to the library here, got my library card, and you know what? I got my library card to have access to their ebooks, and I literally signed up. I went to the library, signed up for a library card, went home, and read ebooks.
Yes.
Oh, this nigga really recorded the matches we had.
Oh, bro, of course.
Bro, this nigga, he was playing with his fake Goku, bro, with a flamethrower, whole ass.
Oh, is that Kato?
What up, Kato?
Yeah, Kato just came in. Oh, yeah, that server. Yeah.
I didn't realize the other chat was for this.
Oh yeah, this is the new Project Untitled. Speaking of,
Poison.
shout out everyone listening. We have an official Discord for Project Untitled and Dual Wield that is now in the description, but I will put a little thing in the chat as well. So yeah, make sure y'all join the Discord.
Hey, we're just gonna troll.
Play some games with us, ask us some questions. Hey, be a part of the community.
We have a section for leaving questions for us to go over, which we do have one from Lord Metroid, which we'll be talking about in a bit. So yeah, I finally decided to do it. It took a little while, but we got it. But yeah, man. So anything else? Standouts in this game before we introduce Spitta and
hey man, they need to bring this shit back, man. This game was fun. I actually had fun. It was annoying as hell because motherfuckers in this game just cheap. Because bro, the thing about Power Stones that's annoying, bro, It don't even be fighting, bro. It be like auxiliary fighting. Like you're not even fighting. You're just really trying to get the stone. You're just throwing tables and shit away so they can't get the stone.
Bro, this is trying to grab the smash ball before.
Bro, that's what I was saying. The smash ball had to be inspired by Power Stone because this game was like it had a lot of things that Smash Bros.
This dude
did not.
What?
Bro, he had the power.
Oh my gosh!
He had the spirit bomb. He goes Super Saiyan.
He's grabbing a stone that looks like a Chaos Emerald, and then his hair is turning gold, and then he's dropping the spirit bomb. This is crazy. This is crazy work.
That's what I'm saying.
If there's any game that Capcom could bring back and make a live service kind of party like multiplayer game that anybody can play, bro, Power Stone is Power Stone would thrive. Power Stone would thrive today. 4 players in arenas, with the same mechanics, just like fleshed out more, bro. Have characters that
can do a little story mode.
Yeah, like have characters that unlock, like, or they add new characters as the what's it called goes, like season pass, everything. They can
do like a Shaolin Monk story mode type thing. You feel me,
bro? This shit reminded me of Fusion Frenzy, not Fusion Frenzy. Damn.
Kung Fu Chaos.
Yeah, Kung Fu. I always confuse Fusion Frenzy and Kung Fu Chaos, bro. She gotta remind me of that.
Kung Fu Chaos was
bro. Shout out to Ninja Theory, because it's crazy that was Ninja Theory before they changed their name.
No way, really?
The creators of Hellblade made Kung Fu Chaos.
I'd be cool, bro. I'd be cool with a Power Stone. I mean, I'd be cool with a Beautiful Joe game that played like Power Stone.
They had a multiplayer like beat 'em up, or not beat 'em up, but like a multiplayer kind of it was on PSP or something. Yeah, me and Spitta used to play that. I remember.
Bro, see, they didn't make more games. Like, I'm tired of these third-person games, bro.
They need to make more fighting party.
They need to make more games like this, bro. Honestly, like. It'll heal the world. We need to heal the world. Come on.
Smash needs a competitor that's not just a copy of Smash. Like, this would be it.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the thing. That's the saddest part. Everything just feel like a cheap copy of Smash, bro. I hate that. But I guess everything also feel like a cheap copy of Street Fighter and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
It's the original, so it's like they go off.
Bro, exactly.
Yeah, I know, but we can make
usually it's hard to beat the original and not do what the original does. Like, it sounds it's easy to be like, bro, just make Call of Duty without it feeling like Call of Duty. It's impossible. X Defiant. Like, it's easier said than done for sure. So yeah. But Capcom Fighting Collection, that's I'm actually pretty excited to try out the other games. But yeah, we did have that Capcom leak about Power Stone remake, so I'm still hoping that that's true. That was like 5 years ago. So we don't know if that's still in the plans or not.
They need to, bro. These games, these old fighting games, they need to pull a Street Fighter and a Mortal Kombat and just create more media. Create a cartoon, bro. Create a little.
Power Stone would work well as a cartoon. Just the art style of it made it look like it was supposed to be a cartoon.
Bro, exactly. Like, bro, Bro, what? It's basically Street Fighter mixed. It's basically Street Fighter mixed. If the cartoon would be Street Fighter mixed with
Nah, look what I do to this dude. Look what I do to this dude. Oh, wait,
we don't need to watch this clip. But yeah, let's move on. So, what up, Casso? What up, year-round Spitta? Anything else, or I should start with Spitta? Anything else you've been playing besides Capcom Fighting Collection? I'll take that as a no.
Probably Street
Valorant.
So.
Yeah, what you been up to, Casso?
I've been cooling, waiting for my detox to end. We down to 30-something days, so I'm just saving the whole. I've been detoxing for damn near 6 months since January 13th.
God damn.
I've been eating only fruits, no cooked food, no nothing but fruits. And
you're doing a raw diet?
a raw Daniel fast, like a real one. You know
Raw
what it is.
Daniel.
My girlfriend's trying to do something like that.
Just a little quick oil change.
Yeah.
Last time I did it was in 2021, so I felt like it was necessary. But we down to 30 something days. And I'm really excited, you know, ready to start cooking some food again and just really get back in the gym. I've already started back doing my push-ups every day, trying to work my way up that little count. So I count up to dang near 100, 200 push-ups a day. But I've been playing Valorant. I was just earlier talking about the euphoria that I used to get from GTA 4. Because when that came out, wherever you are, shine for the Swizzy. Mm-hmm. Hey, riding with my top down. Yeah, that's how. Come on, man.
I ain't gonna lie,
bro. I need GTA to come through like it's supposed to, bro. If it come through like it's supposed to, I'm not tripping, bro. But I needed to come through like that, bro. I don't know, and I was just saying, like, I don't know if it's what age I was or the fact that GTA hadn't came out in so long. So GTA 4 coming out, the graphics was top tier compared to GTA 3. Like, hey, you know,
physics was like crazy at the time.
Everything. So, you know, I don't know if it was that or if I don't know, bro. But I hope they got the science down, bro. The equation, whatever it takes to get that same feeling again, bro. Please.
Ravioli. You already know.
You feel me? And then I can't wait for Call of Duty to come out because I feel like I've been, I'm
pretty sure we're probably gonna see Call of Duty news.
I mean, that's every year. It's gonna be $80 this time, but that's every year.
Hey, Child Game Pass
for sure. But yeah, you know how I feel about GTA 4. I didn't like it at all. Definitely a technical leap, but I feel like it lost a lot of the fun of GTA. All the weird, like, crazy stuff that San Andreas did, all the RPG elements was gone.
It did feel like a downgrade from San Andreas in ways.
I'll never discredit like how much of a technical leap it was, especially compared to San Andreas. The physics system, the realism, even though I feel like it was trying to be a little too real for its own good. GTA 5 kind of hit the middle ground a little better, but San Andreas will always be GTA.
Yeah,
GTA 5, GTA San Andreas had the territory, like doing the territory stuff and stuff like that. Then they took that away. Then they brought us the heist. You feel me? Like heist kind of replaced that instead of like gaining territory and stuff like that. You feel me? But hey, I low-key still want the gaining territory shit. You feel me? Hey.
That's if you win a game.
Exactly. There's no games in it.
That's the only reason why they did it like that.
Yeah.
But like they usually have a mechanic unique to your character. So like CJ being in a gang, obviously the gang wars and do it like taking territory makes sense in that. Nico.
Yeah, but that's what Saints Row was for, because it was gang affiliation the whole time. So it was like taking territory. You
do the main missions in Saints Row, and then you do the strongholds.
I didn't really like Grand Theft Auto 4 either. Like compared to San Andreas, like I didn't really like it.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto 4 had a good story though.
Oh yeah, I'll never like that. The story. The story was good, even though I didn't like Nico. Or it's not that I didn't like Nico. It's just like I didn't relate to Nico. Like I related to CJ.
To CJ, yeah, I feel you on that.
Maybe if you lived in New York, maybe.
Yeah, but like Nico was never interesting as a character to me. But the story of GTA 4 was really good. Especially that ending.
The story
he was a what you call though.
Like
he was like an ex bad person.
Yeah, he made you.
And he was trying to do
like,
good.
The storyline made you fall for.
That's every GTA.
His whole personality.
That's literally every GTA.
I mean, actually, because CJ was an ex gang member who literally had to get back into the gang shit because of what was going on.
But yeah, he had to get back into the game shit.
Michael was an ex.
Wasn't trying to.
Michael was an ex.
Yeah, you're right.
He was an ex bank robber who had everything, but then he got bored of his life, and he just had. Let me not. But you know what I'm trying to say. He was going through midlife crisis, and he was getting back into it. I would say out of everybody, Nico definitely was the one who was really trying to avoid it as much as possible. Everybody else kind of just went with the flow. Like CJ, as soon as he got back, he was just like, "Oh, y'all still banging? Yeah, I guess I'm banging too. Then what's up?"
Yeah.
Michael literally brought it onto himself. So I can't really say the same.
Kinda like he was trying to help. What's the name until Trevor popped up?
Yeah, Franklin. He was more about helping Franklin.
Yeah, until Trevor popped up, and then when Trevor popped up, everything was It was chaos. It was a shit show.
But yeah. So anything else from y'all before we go on to our first topic?
Jesus.
No.
Nah. I guess that's it.
All right. This topic shouldn't take too long, but let's talk marathon, because
you going on a run?
Haha.
Shibuya.
There was some controversy, a big controversy that blew up really big online, which I wasn't expecting, but I guess like it makes sense why it blew up. And there was this user on Twitter named Anti-Real who put out a message or a post basically accusing Bungie of stealing their artwork, their visual style, and basically creating Marathon from that stolen art style and work that they put in, including just literally having posters that they made and the designs in the game. Like literally just ripped straight from her, or sorry, I don't even know what, I don't know what they are. Oh, she, her. Yeah. So it wasn't her.
She, her. Gotcha.
So let me pull up the images so y'all can actually see.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, that's some whole shit.
So you actually see a lot of the artworks that she did in the game, which obviously is not a good thing because she wasn't getting paid by Bungie. She wasn't an artist for Bungie. This was just something that they found and basically created the game around. So boop, 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 here it is. And so here it is. This is the designs that she made, and you'll see just parts of the design, like this Aleph is everywhere on the ships and parts of the world in Marathon. And then you'll see the two V's show up throughout this part over here, show up.
Yeah.
So, and then just the overall aesthetic of like the colors, the contrast. The thing that I love about this game is the art style. Neon. Yeah, that neon mixed with the white. That is literally the aesthetic that she was doing, and that is all throughout this game. So there was an artist who saw this, didn't think about hiring her or anything like that, but used her designs as inspiration for the entire art style that is Marathon, which is pretty crazy for a big gaming company. But the craziest part about it is that this isn't even the first time Bungie has done this. This has been something that has been happening since Destiny 2. And someone actually compiled the other 3 times that this happened. So the Destiny 2 Witch Queen trailer, they used fan art in the trailer. The artist's name was Mal E or Relay 314, and they added the fan art into the trailer without crediting them, and then like they obviously called them out, and then they credited them after. But then in 2023, 2 years later, Destiny 2 cutscene, they did the same thing using fan art in the cutscene, and then the artist's name was Julian Failona, and then they found, like, obviously they called him out. They apologized and compensated the artist. 2024, the Ace of Spades Nerf gun, that was a design that was made by Tofu Rabbit or Tofu Bunny, and they got in contact with them and compensated and credited them. And now the same thing happened. They had a stream yesterday where they said, oh, we're going to make sure to compensate them. We're really sorry. We're going to credit them for their work. All of this.
See, but this on Marathon, this looks really bad because like the game already looks like it's missing a little bit of texture design or whatever.
It already had a lot of stigma behind it already.
Yeah, it already looks kind of lazy. Like, bro, like
I wouldn't say lazy. Like, I understand what people say. Like, I understand how people feel about the art style. I don't think it's lazy. I think, like, I like the fact it's not trying to be super detailed. It feels like everything is smooth, even like the ground tree textures, which
like
when
edge.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I like that art style. Now I can see how it don't look, because like the environments look as flat as everything else, but I think that was on purpose, rather, because we've seen Destiny, like they know how to do great environments that have super details. It's just I think that they purposefully did that art style. Now you can say it don't look good to you, even if they were trying to go for that art style. There's a lot of art styles that people try to go for that just does not work. I like the art style, but I understand why it's divisive. But yeah, this game already had a lot of people trying to look. I shouldn't say they were looking for reasons to hate the game, but Bungie was given a lot of reasons already to hate the game. So this just adds a lot of fuel to that fire. But I saw this post that was like Arc Raiders versus Art Raiders. I thought that was funny. But yeah, how do y'all feel about this whole art situation?
See, like people got to play test the game already and stuff, right?
Yes.
Like, and that like if this would have happened before people got their hands on it to test it, it probably wouldn't be as bad. It probably wouldn't affect the sales as much, but now that people already, you feel me? People got their hands on it and they see the shit firsthand, like, and then like, bro, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. They're gonna lose some of their investment. So it's gonna put off some of the player base. Cause we already got problems with AI, and then y'all like, bro, like y'all do the same shit again that y'all already did. Like, I could kind of understand they probably for like either they like with the Destiny or whatever like they probably forgot, like, or the budget was too big or whatever the case may be. But this, it looked like, you feel me, y'all probably already had the money. Just pay the man. You feel me? Just pay the old woman. Or you feel me? Just pay them, bro. Why is it so hard to pay somebody, give somebody their credit?
Yeah, see, I don't know how it works. Like, if you, well, no, they were lifting it straight from. If it was just inspired by the art style of the posters, that's a different thing. But actually including literal pieces of the art everywhere in the game, totally different.
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't think, like, people are acting like this is gonna be a huge hit. But I feel like for the most part, the people who are upset about this, they really already didn't have any. They weren't getting the game regardless. That's how I feel.
Probably. Yeah.
Like, the people who were already excited about this game, it's like, oh, it's a bummer, but like, that's not cool. But at the same time, I don't think this is gonna be like, yeah, I was gonna get the game, but after seeing this, I can't support it anymore.
I mean, if you're an artist and you want to play the game, probably.
But that's me, because I'm excited about the game. I want to try it out, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, that's pretty scummy, but at the same time, it's not gonna deter me from this game. But at the same time, there's already a lot deterring people from this game to begin with. So there's that. But am I alone in this sentiment? Do y'all think that this is actually gonna affect sales?
I do a little bit. Not like majorly, but like I know it's gonna affect them.
But yeah, anyone else want to add to this, or do we move on to the next topic? All right. Is anyone actually, like, besides myself, is there anybody who actually is excited about Marathon?
I don't think so.
When does that game come out?
September 2025.
Oh yeah, I already got my game of the year, so I'm good.
Wait, what's your game of the year?
What's your game of the year?
It just dropped.
Nobody's trying to get.
Wait, how does Marathon play anyway? Like, what does it play like?
It's like Escape from Tarkov. It's a extraction shooter mixed with Bungie's Destiny style gameplay.
Yeah, I really don't need to right now. I got Helldivers. I'm cool with that.
I respect it.
Lord Metroid. Go ahead.
Rock is bad. I don't care. You know,
right.
Hey.
They not dropping GTA, so what else I got to look for?
Enjoy what you enjoy. That's you know. Hey, it might be my game of the year too. Hey, fuck it.
Lord Metroid said he's excited for Marathon. See, me and Lord Metroid, we on the same wavelength.
Man, Lord Metroid be excited for everything. I'm playing.
All right. Let's get another quick topic out the way. The next Kingdom Hearts game has been canceled. It's over, guys.
I love it. I love that.
It's a wrap. But obviously not Kingdom Hearts 4. Kingdom Hearts Missing Link, the mobile game that actually played like Kingdom Hearts and looked like a Kingdom Hearts game, rather than like the what was it called? The key, Kingdom Hearts Key. So this one was one I was actually pretty excited about because, like I said, it looked like a new Kingdom Hearts game that just happened to be a mobile game. It had some multiplayer elements, and people were beta testing it. People had some good reactions to it for the most part, besides it being a mobile game, which
is this gonna destroy the Hoyoverse?
It could have. It had the capacity, but now the dream is dead. So here's some footage actually from the teaser. But it was a new, and it had like, what do they call it? It had not Kingdom Hearts. It had Pokemon Go vibes because it was kind of GPS based, where you would go to different locations. Like if you walk to a different location, you would find things on the map. And you could find players. So they had elements like that, but when you were in battle, it literally played like Kingdom Hearts. The graphics were actually pretty good for mobile, kind of 3DS-esque. But yeah, I was actually pretty hyped for this, just to try it out, because they were gonna do a PC version as well.
Yeah, that sucks.
But this has been canceled after a couple of the betas. They said that they couldn't justify the development and how long they would have to support it afterwards, which reminded me of what Naughty Dog said when it came to Factions 2. But they did give us some screenshots of Kingdom Hearts 4 just to kind of tide us over.
You built like a screenshot.
You already know. Which I would have preferred a trailer, but I'll take what I can get. So let me pull up those screenshots real quick. So here we go. Which we don't get too much. They did redesign Sora a little bit from that first trailer, which is good because he looked weird as hell in that first trailer. But this gameplay clip or screenshot or whatever does not look that good. Let me zoom in. Yeah. Obviously, this is early in development, but also playable Mickey. That's good to want to see. But obviously, I'm excited for Kingdom Hearts 4. If you don't know, big Kingdom Hearts fan. But he said Infinite Nikki on the bottom left. Stop. So there was some Kingdom Hearts theories that already started coming out after seeing these screenshots. So if you look at her hairpins, supposedly this is supposed to be a 9, which is Marluxia's number in the Organization 13, and supposedly this is supposed to be the alternate version of Marluxia. With the red hair. Chick? Yeah, no, the red hair. Marluxia is the one with the pink hair who was like the main villain in Chain of Memories.
I don't be paying attention.
It's the guy. So
with the flowers?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking a girl. You're saying I'm like, bro.
Yeah, it's the guy. Girl. So yeah, so
it's the guy. So okay, so he was race swapped when he did the transformation.
Yeah, gender swap. But this is so the story is supposed to be. This is the reality. Like Sora is trapped in reality. Yeah. And he's trying to get back to the world that he's known. And we did get some tidbits about that because they said that the art style will change back when he goes to like the Disney worlds. It'll go back to like the Sora design that we know. But when he's in the unreality, which is the world that they call this, then he turns into this realistic looking character. So I like the sound of that. I don't think we're gonna be seeing any gameplay anytime soon, just from the screenshots that they showed us right now. I think we're not gonna see anything until at least next year. But yeah, that's our Kingdom Hearts update for the year. Don't expect anything else, honestly. All right, let's talk. So let's see. One of the first PlayStation purchases of this generation, Haven Studios, which was a new studio that literally had just opened up from Jade Raymond, who is the founder. And Jade Raymond is the creator and she is the creator of Assassin's Creed. So she is the mind behind the original Assassin's Creed, and she's famous for that. But since Assassin's Creed, she has not been able to ship a single game. Not one. And she founded this new studio, I want to say in like 2020, maybe 2021. And PlayStation bought them immediately after. And we saw a trailer for their new game, which was Fair Games. No gameplay or anything, but it's supposed to be this heist extraction shooter style game. Kind of had the finals vibes from the trailer, but this was a part of PlayStation's live service initiative that has not been going good. And
my bad.
No, you good. And it seems that it's continuing to not go good, or I guess it depends on how you look at it, but the founder of Haven Studios, Jade Raymond, has left Haven Studios.
Why was people cheering?
Why was people cheering?
Yes.
You mean online or?
Yes.
Online?
Yes, specifically. They're happy. A little too happy. I don't know. I'd be working, man. I don't be having time to see who beefing with who.
So yeah, so the founder of this studio has left the studio, and it seems that there's gonna be some kind of rebrand of Fair Games because they got rid of the $ at the end of Fair Games and replaced it with an S. Which, okay. But the game is still in the works. The studio isn't closing, but the fact that the actual founder of the studio, Jade Raymond, has left shows that there's obviously something going on with this studio. But like I said, I don't see this as an L, honestly, because Jade Raymond hasn't delivered a game in over over maybe like 15 years now. And it's crazy that PlayStation bought them. I said it when it happened. Why are you buying a studio from someone who hasn't delivered a game in 15 years? But I was just talking crazy when I said that.
You were a madman for saying that. A madman.
So Fair Games, the CGI trailer looked all right, I guess. Nothing crazy, nothing really showing anything special, but
how dare you question the vision of Sony?
I don't think this one was really gonna hit, and I really don't have any faith in the final product now. But you know me, I like to try out new games, new multiplayer games. So even good or bad, I'll be there day one, just like I was there with Concord. But how are we feeling about this news? You think the internet is overreacting about Jade Raymond leaving? Founders leave all the time, every now and then. Let's see, Xbox, the founder of, what are they called? The ones who make State of Decay. I can't remember their name right now. But the founder of State of Decay left before State of Decay 3 came out. And it seems like State of Decay 3 is still on the up and up. It's still coming out. It looked good from that last trailer.
What did they make after they left?
He not really doing anything. So yeah, and we all know what Jade Raymond's gonna do after this, but probably will be swindling another big studio.
Down.
I put Jade Raymond and Amy Hennig on the same level. They did amazing, they made an amazing game or franchise, disappeared, and then came back and just did not make anything really. They just stopped making games, or they kept making games. They just don't complete any of them. They start up studios, they start working for other studios. Now, sometimes, like in Amy Hennig's case, it wasn't her fault that the game got canceled by EA, because EA was on there like, oh, no single player. We're closing all the Star Wars stuff. We're only focusing on Battlefront and all that. So I guess that wasn't her fault. But ever since Uncharted, Amy Hennig hasn't put out anything. Now she has this Marvel 1943 game and we'll see what's happening with that because it just got delayed.
The trailers are good, but I mean, this is the thing. Like, I'm trying to be objective and subjective. I don't know if that's the same thing or not, but yeah, man. Same. Like, I know they're not, but hey, look, I'm doing both because with GTA, I'm treating it the same way. I need to see gameplay. Like, theatrics is cool. I like, it's lovely, whatever. It's not gonna sell me a game personally. I've been you know, scammed too many times in my lifetime. If you know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean.
Where the game sell you theatrics and the gameplay just don't match up to what the you know, the hype of the marketing. The marketing outshadows the game. You know.
Did you buy the game after seeing gameplay or no? I rest my case.
But look, Sparking Zero is a perfect.
Yeah, you saw the gameplay, and you still bought it. So what does that say?
I still got scams, bro.
You got scammed. You scammed yourself.
I might as well just set that money on fire like the Joker, huh? That's what I should do.
Yeah. You if you watched the gameplay and you saw the gameplay and you were like, "This looks good, I'm gonna buy it." That's on you, not the company.
Nah, it's a company, bro. It's a company.
Unless they pull a Ubisoft and the gameplay don't look anything.
Because you said what you said, and you ain't realized.
Like,
hold on, wait.
Okay.
He said if it looks good, and then you play it, it's not them, it's you. No, it looked good because the company made it look good,
exactly.
But it don't play good.
Talk to this nigga.
Look.
Talk to him.
In the case of Sparking Zero,
how many times have we said, "Hey, the cover of a video game case, like the cover,
the cover
it be having shit
exactly.
on there. The trailer be having shit on there. All of that be having shit on there, and you be like, "Hey, this looks so cold." And then you play it, gameplay ain't nothing. That's why we matured over time. That's why we matured over time to understand that we don't care about the trailers. We don't care about that. We want to see gameplay.
Exactly. Talk to this man.
All right.
He gets it.
So hear me out. When we was 15, 16, 17, it was okay to fall for stuff like that. This man has been gaming
I see
for 30 years. He should have the eye to be able to see and be like,
age against you.
Exactly, bro.
And I gave him an out because I say he only 30 something, but we know he in the later 30s. But
hey, shut up.
So you can see with your eyes what looks good and what not. If you saw Sparking Zero and you were like, yeah, bro, this is the one. That's on you.
That's not on me.
They didn't pull you
with gameplay. They showed gameplay, so I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll give it a try. I gave it a try. I was like, man, I really just wasted damn near $100 on this piece of shit. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Come on, bro.
They did not pull a Ubisoft, and then they didn't the graphics, the gameplay. They didn't change all that up at the last minute on this. So it was the same game that you saw in the trailers and in the gameplay. So. That's on you. That's all I gotta say.
That boy started.
The extra content.
He started having feelings for that little the hook in the water.
Nah, is that the extra content?
He got
non-existent, and not only that, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is literally 2 OP, bro. Like, come on. That's my main gripes of that game.
He started fondling the hook in the water.
If you knew you was buying a Tenkaichi game, you should have known what you was getting into with the. That's why I said, if I'm getting a Tenkaichi game, I'm not buying it to play online. I'm not buying it for competitive reasons because I know it's gonna be the most unbalanced game. It's supposed to be the most unbalanced game.
It's not supposed.
It's always been that way.
It always has been and always will.
You don't remember the conversations?
We were literally having these conversations before the game came out.
Hey, it don't matter what you thought, TJ. It don't matter what you thought in the past.
He said this time it'll be different.
Conversations, bro. I know you remember those conversations in the past. Bro, I don't even.
It was not supposed to be different.
I don't even play Dragon Ball.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, listen, bro.
We going with
I don't even play Dragon Ball Z, bro. And I remember them conversations, bro. The conversations y'all would have. The conversations y'all would have, bro. Like, quit it, bro.
Nah, I'm not
bro.
quitting it, man.
Look,
Scammed.
expecting Tenkaichi to not be balanced is like going into a new Call of Duty and expecting it to not be Call of Duty. Like, come on.
Yeah. It wasn't a good one, but yeah.
Bro,
I couldn't think of a specific, but you know what I was trying to say.
I forgot the other thing that made this game bad.
The online play.
Zero. Nigga, not just the online, bro. The PC version did not work for like 3 months, bro.
Oh yeah, that did happen. I'll give you that one.
The PC that version literally did not work for 3, bro. Yo, look, Spike Chunsoft, whatever, Spike Lee Chunsoft. Hey, bro, I swear, if I catch you in them streets, boy, I'm not these hands for
Lord
you,
Metroid just be aging himself every time. Last time I played a DBZ game was on the Saturn.
Hey, yo.
On a Saturn.
Hey, self-inflicted is crazy.
I ain't gonna lie.
He talking crazy about Lord Metroid.
How's niggas gonna call you big bro when you're giving us evidence that you're unk? Stop it.
Bro, he about to be he turning OG. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey,
oh, man.
But
yeah, man.
Let's
the game
get
didn't work for like 3 months, bro. The game didn't work for 3 months.
Let's get back on the topic at hand.
Yeah, he don't want to continue because you know I could. Continue.
I want Fair Games to be good, bro. How did I know it was Ultimate Battle 22? Because that's the only Dragon Ball game that I know from the Saturn.
But I don't know anything beyond Budokai Dragon Ball Z game.
But I think Fair Games, I think the reason that they're changing it up is because of Marathon. Because Marathon is a big extraction shooter live service game. Fair Games looked like it was supposed to be a big extraction shooter live service game. So I think half the reason of these changes is that they're going to turn it into something else. I don't think it's going to be an extraction shooter when it comes out, which would make sense, because why have 2 big extraction shooters? That don't make sense.
Yeah, that literally don't make no sense.
But yeah, this is like the last live service game from the like first batch of live service games after Sony just announced that they're gonna put out like 10 live service games in the next 5 years, and then 8 of them got canceled. 1 of them was Concord, and the other one's Marathon, or I forgot Helldivers. So Helldivers being the only big success so far. So yeah.
Bro, and then they did an update on Helldivers right when whatchamacallit was about to drop. Right when Doom was about to drop.
Yeah, I saw.
Crazy.
All right, so speaking of let's go right into Arrowhead. That's our next topic. So it seems Arrowhead is working on their next game after Helldivers 2, and they went ahead and said that they will not be partnering with Sony for their next game, and it'll be 100% funded by ourselves. So we'll call 100% of those shots quotes. So it seems that we're going to be going multi-platform, which is great because their last 3 games have been PlayStation exclusives, which is Helldivers 1, Magicka 2, and now Helldivers 2. And yeah, can't wait to see what their next game is, and awesome to see that they're going to be going multi-platform.
You think it's gonna drop on Game Pass?
I don't know about that one, but I think if the whole situation with that PlayStation Plus didn't happen, I think that did. They say they don't have any bad blood with Sony, which for most businesses, like there really isn't any blood as long as money is involved. If they can still make money off of PlayStation, they're gonna keep working with them, obviously. Yeah. But I do feel like that situation with the PS Plus and having to like basically cancel, or not cancel, but taking away the game from people who were in certain countries, which the devs had nothing, they couldn't do anything about it. So I think that probably put a bad taste in their mouth when it comes to actually working with Sony for their next game. If that didn't happen, I think they would have still partnered with Sony on the next one too, because obviously Helldivers 2 was a big success, and that was in partnership with Sony. No matter what you say, Sony obviously had a big hand in that, especially when it comes to marketing, the budget, obviously, since they fully funded the game. So yeah, but they definitely made a mistake by letting them go. Sony, like, this is a big studio for them. Lord Metro is saying Killzone, Resistance, hello, Jesus Christ, Sony. It's so calm. Yeah, bro. We know about them. But yeah, how we feeling about Arrowhead going multi-platform on their next game?
I don't know. I like gameplay. So it looks cool. It looks nice, but
we haven't even seen anything. We just heard.
Oh,
what is he talking about?
I'm just saying words, man. Let me be.
Bro, just be saying stuff.
I'd rather be saying stuff than not be saying stuff.
Sometimes you should just not say stuff.
And sometimes I'll be saying stuff just and say stuff.
And
all I'm gonna say though, next game, Magicka 3. In the same style as Helldivers 2, third person, Magicka 3, multi-platform. Spitta, you already know.
Nobody want to play Connect 4 with you? Damn, that sucks.
That's the dream game from Arrowhead for me. Helldivers 3 would be, or I guess they can't do Helldivers because that's a PlayStation IP, I think, at least. I don't think that's an IP that Arrowhead actually owns, so they might not even be doing Helldivers 3. But anyone want to add anything to that topic before we get into some of the big stuff?
Big stuff. We ain't already getting into the big. Oh my god.
All right, so let's talk Nintendo.
Ruh-roh.
Let's start with the bad stuff first. So we talked about the whole game key card situation with third parties. Instead of using the cartridges, a lot of them are just using these digital keys on a basically dataless cartridge that just triggers a digital download instead of actually having the game on the cartridge, which a lot of people do not like because it's not real physical media. It's not protected. You don't own the game like you would with a physical cartridge, where even if that game is removed from the shop or
it's the same as the disc, and the disc got some of the data and then you download it. Like, it's the same shit.
Which Doom just had that same thing happen where there was no data on the disc for Doom. You downloaded the entire game. It was just a key on a disc, basically. Call of Duty's done that before. Indiana Jones also had that same issue. It's a lot of Xbox for sure, because Xbox is basically all in on digital for the most part. So the game key cards were kind of a stopgap because of the price of cartridges, which is the Switch 1 cartridges were obviously more expensive than discs on PlayStation and Xbox, but the Switch 2 cartridges are even more expensive than the Switch 1 cartridges. And devs are not willing, most of the devs are not willing to eat the cost of these cartridges, so they have the game key card as a medium in between digital and physical, because you can still resell the game, you can still let people borrow it. It's not tied to your account once you put the cartridge in, but at the same time, like I said, you don't own the game. You still have to be connected to the internet to play that game. So if you're an offline Switch user, you're not going to be able to play that game.
Yeah, that's why I don't like.
So it's better than just putting a code in the box, but it's not a cartridge. It's not a replacement. So that's where we're at with that. But there was a data breach over at Arc System Works, the creators of Guilty Gear, Blaze Blue, Dragon Ball Fighters, Kunio Games, River City Ransom, River City Girls, all of that. They are the owners of those games. So they had a big data breach, and while people were going through all of the files that came out, they saw something for one of their games, or they saw some stuff that leaked out, and Arc System Works confirmed that there is only 2 types of cartridges on the Switch 2, and that is the 64 gigabyte cartridge or a game key card. There are no other sizes.
Whoa. That's crazy.
So the Switch 1, for comparison, they had a 1 gigabyte, a 2 gigabyte, 4 gigabyte, 8 gigabyte, 16 gigabyte, and 32 gigabyte cartridges. Switch 2 is 64 gigs, or you're going to the game key card.
Bro,
so
that's crazy.
Are they compressing these files? Like, what's going on? Are they pulling the Call of Duty?
So this is where it gets bad, because nobody wanted to use the 32 gigabyte cartridge, including Nintendo. And the only 2 games on the Switch 2 that used the 32 gigabyte cartridge was, actually I think there was 3 games on the Switch 1 that used the 32 gigabyte cartridge. It was Tears of the Kingdom, which is the reason that game was $70 versus $60. The Witcher 3, because CD Projekt Red don't care about money. And Dragon Quest Warriors, or whatever it was called, Dragon Quest Heroes 1 and 2. I think that one was also on a 32 gigabyte cartridge. So those are the only 3 games on the Switch that use that 32 gigabyte cartridge. There was games that exceeded 32 gigs, but they just went all digital, or they would put an 8 gigabyte cartridge and tell you to download the rest. So they did things like that to bypass it. So now the 64 gigabyte cartridge, the only option for developers. And most of the games that you're seeing on the Switch 2 are like 30 gigs or less. They can fit on obviously smaller cartridges. But when you look at the option of, am I gonna eat the cost of this cartridge, 64 gigabytes for a 10 gigabyte game, 15 gigabyte game, 20 gigabyte game, or am I just gonna go with the game key card where I don't actually have to pay much? That's why all of these devs are going to the game key card. Now, the worst part of it is we actually got a little info on what the cost of this 64 gigabyte cartridge is. And that's why you see these devs moving over to game key cards. So the cost of a 100 gigabyte Blu-ray disc, which is the standard, or I guess it's the only one on PS5 and Series X, it's only 100 gigabyte discs. Those are like $1 to $2 for developers to use.
Not bad.
Yeah, which is like, it's not crazy at all. And that's why you see it don't matter if you have for them, it don't matter if you only put in a 2 gigabyte game or a 50 gigabyte game on that, because they're cheap. So really, Nintendo is replicating what they're doing on PlayStation, Xbox with discs. But the difference is those 64 gigabyte cartridges are $16 a pop.
You know what I just
$16 hit. Go ahead.
You know, I just realized the problem with what you bringing up these discs and shit, and motherfuckers download the shit on the disc, is if the disc costs $1, $2, then why not bring back multiple discs? Like, what's wrong with y'all?
They have a few games that do it. Final Fantasy Rebirth is on 2 discs. Red Dead Redemption 2 is on 2 or 3 discs. One of those. Cyberpunk was on 2 discs. They've done it before.
I don't want to go back to the multiple disc format.
Why not?
Because if the one cartridge already costs too much, come on.
No, I'm talking about I was just talking about the disc part, not the cartridge part. That'd be totally different.
Yeah, but the thing about discs is that they're slow as hell. So that's why you don't play games off of the discs. You don't download it from the internet. You basically copy the disc onto your hard drive, because the discs are too slow to run games. So cartridges are good because they're flash memory, they're a lot faster, and you can just play the game straight off of it as if you were playing off of your own memory. But for $16 a pop,
so why are they forcing people to use the bigger cards?
That's the question of the week, because
money. It's man.
Did they already pay for all these cards? They already got all the cards, the big cards. They don't have a lot of the smaller cards. They mainly have all the bigger cards, and they got to get rid of them.
What I put in my article, and also gotta shout out Chuck, because he was the one who pulled up the rumors. He was the one who found the rumors that this was happening, and they actually ended up being true. So gotta shout him out for that. But so basically what I think is that this is just them trying to streamline production, because if you think about it, having 1 gigabyte, 2 gigabyte, 4 gigabyte, 8 gigabyte, 16 gigabyte, 32 gigabyte, 6 different types of cartridges that they have to produce, not all of those are going to get used at the same amount. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure they had overstock. They would have to stop production, and then we running out, start production up for these again. It streamlines things, which it obviously streamlining into just one product. You're saving money because you don't have a bunch of different products to
formats.
Yeah, which it's saving money for Nintendo. Obviously, if you're a third-party dev, you're not saving anything. So at the end of the day, it's still scummy, because Nintendo is the only one who. That's why Nintendo can get away with. I mean, I'm pretty sure they can't eat all the $16 by doing that, but they still are saving money versus the full cost.
They playing Monopoly right now with data.
Yeah, and that's the thing with having proprietary hardware. When you own and control the hardware, versus Blu-ray is universal. Anybody can get Blu-ray discs from any source. Now, obviously, Xbox and PlayStation, they put their own kind of coding so that they can't be pirated, all types of things that they do. But it's still a Blu-ray disc at the end of the day. And the cartridge is a means to an end, because for a portable, discs just don't work. If you drop your Switch, that disc is over. And we saw this with the PSP. They tried to do that UMD thing. Those discs were getting scratched up like crazy. So cartridge or being all digital are literally your only two options, which we've already discussed. Going all digital, not viable for Nintendo at this time. But as far as the 64 gigabyte cartridge thing, I think it's a pretty bad decision on Nintendo's part. Even if you try to say, oh, they're trying to streamline their production, it's hurting third parties and hurting like physical buyers more than it's hurting them.
Nintendo should have invested into the building blocks of the cartridges so that they could save even. Like if they had warehouses in manufacturing, like to create all like if they own the means of production, like all the way down to the mining or whatever the fuck. You feel me? For the cartridges, like they'd have saved more money if they'd have invested way sooner. But
yeah.
Hey,
and the cartridges are also going to be affected by tariffs because obviously they're products that need to be imported. So that does also add another cost on top of that $16.
With the tariffs is now hobbies are gonna be luxury now. Like a lot of people's hobbies are gonna be luxury.
It's literally going back to the N64 Super Nintendo era where it wasn't like gaming became mainstream because it got cheaper.
Yeah.
But everything's getting more expensive, which is gonna be crazy. I don't think gaming is gonna like die down. We're not gonna see like a big drop as far as gaming goes, but the expansion of gaming may stop because of it. But
anybody that's dropping anything free,
oh yeah, bro, that's the thing. Free to play games are already taking over because of this, and this is just adding more incentive for free to play games to thrive.
Shout out Fortnite.
Shout out Fortnite, which I forgot to talk about. That was supposed to be one of my topics. I also forgot I literally didn't even finish my games that I was playing. But it is what it is.
Nobody cares about any other games.
Shout out to Towerborn. Still playing that almost every night. Love Towerborn, as you can see on the screen. And then shout out Fortnite, because we talked about AI, or someone brought up AI. Bro, Fortnite implemented AI into Darth Vader, and that shit has been the best thing ever. We were playing last night and we recruited Darth Vader. Bro, that's just epic. If they implement it into all the characters in the game, yeah, bro, it's about to be lit.
Wasn't he being a deplorable?
He was saying some questionable things on the internet, and Fortnite was trying to fix it.
Is he also like space Austrian painter from 1945?
Stop. But a little bit. So yeah, 64 gigabyte cartridge situation. How are you feeling about this, dude? Was this just the only way that Nintendo could do it, or was they just being greedy?
I kind of respect them for simplifying it, but at the same time, it's like everybody got to pay for this.
I feel like they're trying to. Bro, I feel this sounds like a liquidation of 64 gig cards. Like, do y'all like if y'all forcing everybody to buy the 64 gig cards? Do y'all even have the other? Y'all, it sounds like y'all don't even have the other cards. Like y'all spend money.
That's the thing.
Buying all these other cards, and it's like if the bigger cards cost them more, right? And the majority of your games aren't going to be 64 gigs.
That's the part that don't make sense to me.
You're saying that you're saving money buying all of these big cards, but I feel like you're gonna lose money doing this. Like it don't make no sense.
Donkey Kong Bonanza is 10 gigs. That can fit on a 16 gigabyte cartridge. Mario Kart World, 24 gigs. That could fit on a 32 gigabyte cartridge. Yeah, why are y'all only put it out? Y'all put both of these games on 64 gigabyte cartridges.
Look, it's like this. If they're forcing smaller games to be on big cartridges, when they run out of these big cartridges, then how are you gonna have your big games? Like, bro, what's going on? Like, they're gonna create a drought of these 64.
I mean, I don't think that's gonna happen. It's because they can produce as many as they need to. but still, it's like I feel like no one's saving money except maybe Nintendo, and even then, I still don't think that they're really saving by doing this. It don't make sense to me.
Like the amount of cartridges that they had was like how many cartridges? Like 6, 8 different cartridges.
Yeah, six different cartridges.
Just cut it in half. Like have 3 different cartridges. You got your large, your medium, your small. Like, but make the small big enough to, you feel me? The small not gonna be the 1 gig. The small probably gonna be like the 8 gig or whatever. You feel me?
That's exactly what I was saying. You really only need like 8 gig, 16, and 64. Like, but what up, Chuck? Why you not in here? That's the real question. But yeah, man, so the only streamlining is one reason, but you could also say that Nintendo wants to push customers to digital, which they were doing with the Switch 1. But it was more about incentivizing people to switch over to digital with the gold coins, with vouchers, which were bonuses that you get if you only play digital games. Now it seems that they're just penalizing people if they want to be
buying physical.
Yeah, by buying physical, which is obviously worse. So this could be them just trying to push people to digital in the worst way possible.
Look, I was already on the digital bandwagon, bro. To be honest,
yeah.
Nintendo,
like for me, it don't affect me that much. But honestly, it's not a good thing.
2-3 games, I'll get the cartridge for. Everything else is just gonna be digital. Like that's just me. You know what I'm saying? I know some people like Lord Metroid. Shout out to him. Hates this shit.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, do you think who are you think like who do you think what companies do you think are gonna steal the licensing back from these games from you? The third party developer or the first party developer? Like, you feel me? Like, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, it is.
I go digital for third party, physical for first party, bro. Like,
yeah, I mean, my Mario Kart about to be physical. I mean digital. Sorry, because it comes with the console. It's bundled.
Wait, it's digital if you get it bundled?
Yeah,
I didn't even know. Okay.
DK probably gonna be digital also. Like, I don't got time to wait for packages or go to GameStop. I'd rather just order that shit on the eShop and call it a day. Play it at 12 o'clock.
That's the FOMO.
Hey man,
I need it now. FOMO.
You already know. I'm not gonna say that word. Exactly.
That's my word. Hey, y'all heard it here from me. You feel me? Hey, we love everybody. We love homosexuals. Just stay the fuck away from me. with all that. I need the game now, right now stuff.
This is crazy.
Hey man, speaking of, I'm definitely FOMO because shout out to Rematch. I got the early access one. I paid the upgrade even though it's in Game Pass. So yeah,
they said Game Pass cannibalize sales, right? That's crazy.
The only thing I'm allowing y'all to be FOMO is not COD, is GTA, because everybody got that FOMO.
Got to.
Everybody, I don't have that FOMO. I could wait, bro. That's everybody else.
Everybody needed.
Look. He ain't have no FOMO when it came to getting Sparking Zero though.
Yeah, man. Look, hey, look, I learned my lesson. No. I learned my lesson. You're fucking right. I learned my fucking lesson.
Yeah, I ain't trying to hear
I hope, you know what? I'll say this. I'll be 100% hater. I hope Grand Theft Auto come out and it's fucking terrible. I hope y'all hate it. I hope it regresses in every way, shape, and format of Grand Theft Auto. I hope that happens. That's how I'm becoming a hater to it.
He said becoming. Don't say becoming.
You're hating on 99.9% of gamers.
Hey man, look, I hope Grand Theft Auto 6 come out and y'all question y'all life in the worst of ways.
But yeah, let's move on to our other Nintendo related topics.
Man, that's crazy. We talk about so much Nintendo, and Chuck just, shout out to him.
So,
what was he even saying when he said even funnier the second time around?
Oh, because we talked about this on Dual Wield.
Oh, okay.
All right. So this is something that I didn't get to talk about on Dual Wield because the news came out yesterday. But one of the big features of the Nintendo Switch 2 is, at least one of the best technical features, is VRR, and they made a big deal about it during the Switch 2 Direct, when they were talking about all the technical features: 1080p display, HDR, VRR, 120 hertz screen. You're like, oh yeah, it's looking good. But Nintendo actually came out and made a correction. And that is that VRR is only available in handheld and will not be compatible with your VRR enabled TVs or monitors.
Wait, so what is VRR? Because I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Variable refresh, whatever the fuck.
Refresh rate?
So like you can change your refresh rate?
No. It basically smooths out your. So basically, if you're playing something and it's supposed to be 60, but it's fluctuating in like 50s, you won't be able to notice it because VRR is basically smoothing it out that it looks like 60 even when it drops.
All right.
So basically they're saying like if you have a VRR enabled, it's not AI. I don't think it's AI. I actually don't know how it works. I'm not gonna act like I do. But it does. That's your G-Sync. That's your FreeSync if you're AMD. They have that in TVs. Like my TV has VRR. Most monitors have this. So this is a pretty like widespread technology in TVs and displays. But only the handheld will have the variable refresh rate enabled, which is dumb as hell because obviously dock mode can use VRR. Like the HDMI that comes with it is going to be VRR compatible. So for me, I don't understand the reasoning for there not to be VRR in docked mode and only in the handheld mode. But thought this was a huge miss. And dude, I know y'all don't use VRR, y'all don't use it, but y'all are using it because y'all play on your PCs, y'all play on your monitor. And if you were to play a game that isn't that's struggling on your PC, or even if you're playing on your Series X and you got a VRR enabled TV, you're playing in game mode, turn off VRR and play that same game, and you're gonna notice a big difference in the stutteriness or the jitteriness of that game compared to when VRR is on. It's a big difference, but since it's usually enabled automatically, most people don't even realize it.
Crazy.
So that's why I'm like, bro. Now, they said there's nothing to announce now as far as a potential future firmware update. But this is something that can be implemented later, which we've seen before with PlayStation 5 did not have VRR at launch, and then they updated it. So it's something that can be implemented, but I still don't understand why it's not there at launch, especially since the Switch 2 has been pushed back a few times already. but y'all think this is a big deal, or am I over exaggerating it?
I mean, for the Switch, nah. Like for other consoles, probably yeah. Like,
what you mean?
You feel me? Like,
what if I said if I didn't care?
Come on, guys, y'all have to care.
I don't really care. Like, see,
do we have to care, or you want us to care?
You should care, is what I'm saying.
Bro, I'm not a big graphic guy.
Explain to me why
I'm not a big graphic guy to begin
because
with.
When you play the next Pokemon game and it's running at 50 frames per second, just know the VRR could have made it look like 60 frames per second if it was enabled. But instead, you playing at a 50 frame per second, all because
the
Nintendo.
The last couple Pokemon, how many at 60 or 50?
We were playing at 20, not even.
Okay, then. So what do you saying?
Per second is Pokemon Yellow?
I'm not a. You know me. I'm gameplay. So
it's a part of gameplay.
No, it's not.
It affects your gameplay. Okay, how about this?
It might affect my eyes, but not my get. All right,
how about this? You Street Fighter 7 or Marvel vs. Capcom 4 comes out.
Say Street Fighter 6 because it's literally coming out.
Yeah, but you're not getting Street Fighter 6 on the Switch too. But
how you know?
Anyway, Street Fighter 7 / Marvel vs. Capcom 4 is about to come out, and you know what? I've been playing on my Switch too. I might as well get it on there also, so I can play on the go. Okay. Oh wait, no, you ain't playing.
All right then.
Wait. Don't quote me on that. Don't. No. We gonna strike that phrase from the records. So, but you
already answered your question. That's the funny thing.
You played it on docked because you like playing your Switch 2 docked, and then you like, damn, bro, Street Fighter 7 out here running that. The frames messed up my combo because the frames dropped. If you was on VRR, it wouldn't have dropped. You know?
But you see the thing where all that gets canceled is
I only play my Switch on handheld.
Why would I take the Switch serious when I'm playing the game? If I know I'm about to get Street Fighter on Street Fighter 7 or Marvel vs. whatever on the Switch 2, I'm already gonna have it on the other console. So it's like I understand for the main Switch people, yeah, they getting hold. Why is my Siri saying I didn't get that? I said Switch, not Siri. But yeah, so for them, I understand that. But for me,
yeah,
you said from 20 to 50 for Pokemon.
Graphic gamer,
I'm good. I'm gameplay.
Yeah, the hardcore graphic gamers are probably going to be pissed. But
hardcore graphic gamers and like the main Switch play, like the only on Switch. I only have a Switch. That's all I play my games on. I can see that.
Yeah.
I see what y'all trying to say. Because for the most part, if you're a Nintendo Switch gamer, obviously you did not care about. If you're a Nintendo Switch only gamer, obviously performance, graphics, none of that shit matter to you. You're playing Fortnite at 20 frames per second, bro. We played with this random who was playing on the Switch on Fortnite the other day. I played Fortnite on the Switch. I know how it runs. It's terrible, but he was carrying us. They don't care.
They don't care.
So for them, this don't matter.
Lag on one side. Perfect. Like, you feel me? Perfect frames on the other side. You feel me? Hey.
Now, but at the same time, there are certain things that, like, okay, obviously, for it to be a handheld and be powerful, there's only a certain limit to what they can do at that price point. And there are certain things that I can tolerate, like, oh, the CPU is obviously going to be a little less powerful than the other consoles. GPU is going to be a little less powerful, cool. But VRR is like, I'm not going to say it's easy to enable because I don't know anything about actual hardware or implementing stuff like this. But if you can implement it in the handheld mode, I just don't understand why you can't do it in dock. It's like certain things I don't want to let slide just because it is Nintendo. Maybe the Nintendo Switch, because this was like a first of its kind of thing. But now it's like, I don't know, you know? But hopefully this is something that comes in a future update. I I don't think it's gonna be something that's gonna be like super crazy at launch, because we've seen a lot of the docked gameplay for a lot of these games, and they obviously look and run really good. But when GTA 6 comes, docked mode is gonna need VRR. when the Call of Duties and all these other big games start coming.
GTA 6 gonna drop on the Switch?
Not confirmed.
Everybody been saying
not
that
confirmed.
it's not gonna drop on the Switch.
Oh yeah, they saying that, but we know it's dropping on.
See, now if GTA dropping on the Switch, it needs all that shit.
Yeah.
It does need all that shit. I agree with you.
Yeah, VRR is definitely gonna come in handy when GTA 6 dropping frames, because you already know that shit's gonna be extra intensive.
Yeah.
But it's not the biggest deal, but at the same time, it's something that we shouldn't let slide either, in my opinion. But it is what it is. Either way, as a handheld, it having VRR, because handheld is obviously it's running at lower clock speeds, it's running at less power because it has to save on battery. So it makes sense that they put it in VR in the handheld mode, because it's gonna be running at lower settings, lower power. So it'll make up if those games don't run as good as they do in docked mode when they're at full power. So if it was the vice versa, it would be more redundant than the handheld. So at least it's in the handheld version, or it's in handheld mode, just not docked. That's the only silver lining that I can give them. But
wait, so you're saying when it's docked, it's what you want, but when it's undocked, it's not what you want. That's what you're saying.
Wait, one more time.
You saying so the V whatever
VRR,
when it's docked, it's when
missing.
It's docked, it has it.
No, it's missing and docked, but it's there in handheld. And handheld needs it the most. Out of the two, handheld would definitely need it the most, because.
Wait, so say that again. You said it's on the handheld, but
yes,
it's not on the dock, or
it's on the handheld, but it's not on docked. But it makes sense that it's on the handheld, because handheld needs it more than docked. Like if they could only choose to have one, at least it's on handheld, because handheld needs it more.
Okay.
So yeah, let me read some of these comments from Lord Metro before we go to our next one. So he was asking about Towerborn. He says that an Amaterasu armor. No, it's actually based off of one of the characters in the game, not Amaterasu. And he says your TV also needs to have VRR. Not all do. Yes, not all do, but most newer models, especially even like the new TCLs and Hisense, the super cheap TVs, those new models have VRR. So for gaming, if you have a gaming, or I should say gaming TV, but any TV that's like on the higher end models, you're not getting the $168 TV at Walmart. You most likely have VRR somewhere on there. He says he mostly plays docked, and ain't nobody playing fighting games at 30. There would be riots on the streets. That's a fact. He said, or 50 for that matter. Yeah, most fighting games, they would rather sacrifice visuals than have the game run at 50 frames or something like that. Unless you're Mortal Kombat 1, then you have no visuals and your frame rates is bad. Also,
Mortal Kombat, you play Mortal Kombat 1 for a vibe. That's all.
Also, Mortal Kombat 1 still don't have a Switch 2 version announced, and I don't understand that.
They're about to drop their definitive edition this summer.
When I saw the definitive edition, I was like, oh, they definitely about to put that Switch 2 version. Nope. So count your days. All right. And then he says, yeah, no, we should. He said, yeah, but this also will affect first party games, and the only first party games I think it'll actually affect would be the Zelda games, because they're super big. Xenoblade games, or whatever Monolith Soft's that game is, and obviously Pokemon, because you know them. And then he said, no, we shouldn't let it slide. I need VRR because I play Doc 99% of the time. I have a 65 LG OLED, no flex. You trying to flex? Don't try to act like you're not flexing. All right. Speaking of Pokemon, let's go to our next Nintendo topic, which is a mix of good and bad. So we know about those Switch 2 editions. They made a big, no problem. We know about the Switch 2 editions. They made a big deal about it during the Switch 2 Direct. $10 to $20 upgrades for games like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, Kirby, Forgotten Land, and Pokemon, the new Pokemon Legends game. But they mentioned that there will be free updates for select games also. But we got we knew the games that they were gonna do free updates for, but we didn't get any like details of what they're gonna be upgrading. Well, Nintendo did put out the list of what's gonna be upgraded for each game, and you know what, like which games are getting upgraded and what they're gonna add. So I'm gonna go down the list. So ARMS. So they didn't do any like concrete numbers, but basically it'll say visuals. That means that they're upping the resolution and improving the image quality. If it's frame rate, obviously they're gonna either improve the frame rate or it's just gonna run better at that frame rate. So if it was 30 frames, it'll probably be 60 frames. If it was 60 frames, it'll probably be 120 frames. Or if it wasn't hitting at 60 or wasn't hitting at 30, it'll actually be a smooth 30, smooth 60 now. And then HDR support is obvious. And then the other one is game share. If they're adding game share, that means you'll be able to share that game, one copy of that game with 3 other or 2 other or 1 other, depending on the game. You'll be able to use 1 copy and play with 3 people online or locally with their other Switches. So for ARMS, it's going to be updated to include visuals, frame rate, and HDR support, which I think I let somebody borrow my ARMS, and I was looking for it the other day and I do not have it. So count your days, whoever has it. I think it's Caleb. I need my ARMS back. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, visuals, HDR support, and game share support. So you'll be able to share the game with another person because it's only 2 players. Clubhouse Games, that one's only adding game share support with up to 4 people. Game Builder Garage, visual improvements, and now it'll support Joy-Con 2 mouse controls, which is good to see because this game is like it's a game builder. You can make your own games, and the controls work better with a PC than it would on control sticks. Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. Only the visuals are improving. It was already running at 60 frames per second, so I guess that's okay. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, visuals and frame rate update. Obviously, these games are the ones that needed it out of anything else. And it's a good thing that we got them in the first batch. Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury will get visuals, frame rate, and HDR support. And then game share support up to 4 players, so we can play Super Mario 3D World with only my copy of the game. And if you're playing Bowser Fury, then it's only 2 players, 1 controlling Mario, 1 controlling Bowser Jr. Super Mario Odyssey, it'll be getting a visual update, no frame rate, but it was already at 60, so I understand. And it's getting HDR support. And then game share will be also 2 people online or locally. 1 controlling Mario, 1 controlling Cappy, which is trash. Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom getting a visual update and HDR support. No frame rate update, which I think is crazy because it was 30 FPS in the open world, but when you go into dungeons, it's 60 FPS. They should have I'm hoping they didn't put it because the max is 60, but I hope in the open world it is 60, like it should be. And then Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, the last game, visuals, HDR support. That one's 60 all around, so that one is okay as is. So yeah, these are going to be the free updates. You'll just download the update for these and they're all available at launch. And they basically are telling you that they will be updating this list. So if there's games that are missing, like for me, Astral Chain, the Xenoblade Chronicles games, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, all of these games need frame rate and visual boosts. So I'm just waiting on those updates.
I don't even remember playing Ultimate Alliance 3.
That's because one, that frame rate was ass, but two, that game was hard as hell. That game was hard as hell, bro. But I wanted to go back to it. I'm just not playing it on the way that it is. So yeah, those are the games to get an update at launch, which is cool. Some missed opportunities, but
why does the Marvel remake like the old like X-Men Legacy, X-Men Legends game, bro?
They did update Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2 and brought them to Xbox One and PS4, but then they got delisted when Activision lost the Marvel licenses. So that's the reason that we're not seeing them anymore, because the licenses are debunked or defunct. That's what I meant to say.
It's not funky enough. That's crazy.
All right. So everyone was like, "Oh man, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is getting up. It's finally gonna look the way God intended it to look like." And I'm here to tell you, the results are in, and the lie detector says that was a lie, because Pokemon Korea put out screenshots of Scarlet and Violet running on the Switch 2. And I don't know why I put any faith in Game Freak I don't know why I put any kind of faith in Game Freak.
Don't put your faith in Freaks no more.
Because
you don't want to be a freak.
I'm about to put it on the screen now. The textures still look ass. They literally polished a turd. They upped the resolution, but the textures still look ass. You are not winning any. You're not getting anything. Look at.
No, I realized.
Look at these mountains.
No, I saw a side to side comparison of like old CRT, like the video games back, like Mega Man CRT, next to like the HD, and it's like in the HD you can see the pixels, because like the CRT is like, you feel me? The CRT is like the lines and shit like that. It blends in the pixels.
Yeah, so they look more. They don't look pixelated. They look more smooth on CRTVs.
Yeah,
that's why people be buying CRTVs just to play like classic games, because it just looks better. Yeah. But yeah, come on, Game Freak. Y'all, we need to stop letting them get away with this.
Yeah, this is something totally different.
Look at the mountains, bro. Like y'all couldn't add textures to the mountains before doing this update. Like, come on, bro. I was actually looking forward to finally playing Scarlet.
Hey,
me and Spitta was gonna be playing co-op like we were supposed to.
Man, 2K.
Like,
that's what Pokemon is.
Game Freak, you don't ever put your faith in them. They gonna let you down every time.
Wait, which one is the new one?
So this is the Nintendo Switch 1. You can see the jaggies and everything is definitely smoother in the background. It's not as detailed, but up in the resolution don't really fix nothing. That's the the Pokemon look sharper, but they still don't look.
The texture, bro, the water, bro, the water.
It still looks. There's no reflections. There's no.
Look like blue mist. The water look like blue mist. Bro.
Exactly.
Like,
the mountains is the ones that kill me, bro. Like this is like they put it in. Like I've tried to make. Look, I've pulled up Unreal Engine and tried to make environments. This is what my environments look like in my first run trying to make environments in Unreal Engine. Like as a complete beginner, this is what my textures were looking like. Why does Pokemon look like this? Experienced developers. So yeah, if you were hoping that Pokemon was gonna look like Xenoblade Chronicles after this 4K update, I hate to break it to you, it's Jover for you. But what do you expect from Game Freak, honestly? All right, so let's move on. We have just a couple more Nintendo roundup topics. So we got some reports of Rockstar coming over to the Switch 2. They gonna have something later this year for us, and that is Red Dead Redemption 2. This was an exclusive report from Game Reactor, who said that yeah, Rockstar is porting Red Dead Redemption 2 over to the Switch 2. But not only that, next gen upgrades, or current gen upgrades, I should say, for PS5 and Series X as well, which they have been running the PS4 and Xbox One versions this whole time at 30 FPS. So they're finally doing current gen upgrades for those two and porting Red Dead Redemption 2 to the Switch 2. So Rockstar here at launch, year one with the Switch 2. But people saying they not gonna support by adding GTA 6. I wouldn't bet on that. That's all I gotta say. I'm pretty sure Rockstar is definitely looking to capitalize on the Switch 2 GTA 6. Maybe not at launch, but a year after, maybe we gonna see GTA 6 on that Switch 2. But
hey, I forgot what I was about to say. I was about to interject and then forgot. But I hate when that happens. But go on. I got.
But anyone excited to play Red Dead Redemption 2 on Switch 2? Because I'm not.
Oh yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah, I haven't played Red Dead Redemption 2, so possibly, you feel me? Hey, it's a possibility I might play it on the Switch 2, because hey, I don't have that game right now.
I've given Red Dead Redemption 2 a couple of shakes. Not for me. That's all I'ma say.
I need to play the original Red Dead Revolver.
Bro, I rented that game. I played a little bit of it, didn't understand what was going on, but that game was pretty live. And then when the Red Dead Redemption came out, I was like, oh, hold on. It's the same game. Or the same franchise. All right, so here's one for Tej. Tej, you still here? Because we got a topic for your people. You not here?
I think it went for Mike. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna save that one then. Let's move on, because he needs to be here for this. Oh wait, I think that is our last. Oh no. Okay, here's the other one. All right. So this was also in the bad news part. Bad News Bears part 3. Nintendo updated their EULA, which is, you know, their terms and agreements, all that stuff that you always scroll past, you don't actually read them, and then you just say agree, and then that's the end of that. But they updated their EULA, and people were looking through, and they saw some crazy stuff in there that had a lot of people upset. And what they saw is terms of agreements for the Switch and Switch 2 that basically were saying that you don't own your console, and they have the right to disable your console permanently if you were to install unauthorized software.
No more jailbreaking.
And so here's what they say. They say, after the software is updated or changed, any existing or future unauthorized modification of the console or the software or the use of an unauthorized device in connection with the console may render the console and/or the software permanently unusable in whole or in part. And then they also say, this agreement contains a binding arbitration provision and class action waiver.
All right, I'm back.
And it says that requires both you and Nintendo to resolve most claims on an individual basis and not as a class arbitration, a class action, or any other kind of representative proceeding or by jury trial. So basically, when you buy Switch 2, you're waiving your right for class action lawsuits or any kind of class action, or actually class action, arbitration, jury by trial. Like you're waiving your right to sue them for issues related to the console, the device.
So if you they basically say, hey, get your money up before you sue me type shit.
Nah, they're saying we're taking your rights.
Yeah, you don't have the right to. It's a binding agreement that stops you from being even able to do a class action lawsuit or sue them on an individual basis.
I ain't gonna lie.
Or sorry, you still can resolve the claim like with them, but like taking them to court, it's not happening. And then as far as the software, any unauthorized software can result in your hardware being permanently unusable, or the software.
My community's cooked right now.
So they updated the EULA and people saw this. They was like, yo, Nintendo, they doing it again. But how we feeling about this? They taking our rights away, bruh.
See, me personally, I don't think it's gonna affect me because I'm not gonna be doing no extra stuff with my Switch or whatever. But
this for the
homebrew mod community,
for the hackers that like to have their own UI or whatever the case may be, like, you feel me, make the
overclocking your Switch
better. Yeah, make the user experience better for them personally. Like, just to get they shit bricked, that I don't respect that at all.
Let's be honest here. The mod community's still gonna find a way. Like, it's not gonna stop them. They're just gonna be more.
I mean, the only way they'll be able to go about it is if, like, they do all this shit offline. Like, you feel me? Like, they keep their shit offline. Like,
no, it's gonna be stuck offline unless you wanna, like. Yeah. This is what I think. If you get a Switch 2, like, I feel like after a while, like maybe a year into Switch, you're gonna find like a way to like change the OS so you can play whatever. And like, if you don't, like, you know, you're just screwed. They're gonna find a way. I know they're gonna find a way. This is Nintendo. As bad as the Nintendo ninjas are, the people that do this shit just to, you know, piss off, they're gonna find a way regardless. So.
Like, yeah, I understand the reason why they're doing this shit, but the way they're going about it is not it. You feel me? Especially with the them having to deal in house with them. Like, bro, it's basically like the police have a complaint, and they're gonna do an internal investigation with their own people. Like, bro, no, why are y'all doing an internal investigation with your, like, we need a third party, somebody to, you feel me, the court, somebody to be non-biased and say, hey, this is what you deserve, this is what you deserve. Like, bro, but taking the right away to sue class action or separately, individually, is crazy. Like, now you don't have no option to do nothing. Like, bro, that's that Disney mentality, bro. I don't fuck with it.
They're all moving like Disney, bro.
Bitter, Paso,
Sony, Nintendo.
How y'all feeling about this?
Y'all here?
I don't care.
I already knew he was gonna say that. That's the only reason I asked him. You don't care that your rights being taken away?
It doesn't affect him, so he don't care.
When have I sued anybody? What do I need?
You ain't never got a
sue
class
Nintendo
action.
for?
You ain't never got that class action check.
I ain't gonna lie.
What, for 10 cents?
Yeah, you ain't got your $2, $30,
$2
Apple,
that I didn't even
got
cash in. Like
Apple got a class action lawsuit on them right now for each Apple device. I think you can get like up to $20 each Apple device or whatever the fuck. I forgot what they got sued for.
So yeah.
But just imagine. Oh, you got to work in house. There's no judge. Apple would have got away with all that shit. Like, bro, come on now. You can't sue Apple. They would have got away with all the bullshit that they was getting sued for.
So yeah, then this happened. People saw the update and they saw this. And they were spreading around, and everybody, obviously, internet went crazy. All the Switch 2 haters and detractors, they were all there in full force. And you know, it's
Imagine being Mario and you get mad because the ending sucked, and now you can't sue Nintendo.
But like that's the thing. That's the thing. You when you have haters, like, as soon as you do something bad, the haters are gonna just take that whatever and then run with it. Like, you feel me? Like, I understand both sides. I try to be non-biased, even though sometimes
there's
it's hard
no such
to
thing.
be.
You can be
biased.
as objective as possible, but there's always gonna be some form of bias for sure.
Yeah.
Now, what if I told y'all that this was not the section of the EULA that was updated, and that these same terms have been in the Switch 1 forever? But also, what if I told y'all that these same terms have been in Nintendo consoles since the
All
Wii?
the Nintendo consoles?
Since the
I can
Wii.
imagine.
Now,
because the Wii, that's when that homebrewing shit really kicked off.
Exactly.
Man, well, look,
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they did that shit offline so that Nintendo wouldn't know what they're doing. You feel me? Like, bro.
all right, now,
Like, why would you let their systems know that you're doing shit? Like,
now, what if I told you that not only is this not new for Nintendo, but it's the exact same for Xbox and PlayStation, and they both have the same verbiage in both of their EULAs. PlayStation and Xbox going all the way back to the PS3 and Xbox 360.
It seems like they don't want y'all modding their consoles.
What part of the part of the EULA? Like the class action suit part, or
let me read. So, PlayStation states SIE Inc. may disable use of this software, terminate access to the PlayStation Network, deny warranty, repair, or other services provided for your system, implementation of automatic or mandatory updates to prevent the use of modified or unpermitted use of the system software. And then Xbox also says you will not use or install any unauthorized software. If you do, your Xbox console, Kinect sensor, or authorized accessory may stop working permanently at the time or after a later Xbox software update. And you give me a sec to find the one that has to do with the lawsuits. They also bring that one, or both of them have a similar clause on that.
But don't these companies be fucking up and accidentally giving people like they accidentally selling like their developer base console sometimes and shit too? Like, wasn't there something where somebody had like a developer Xbox or whatever?
Wait, one more time?
I've seen someone with a developer PlayStation, but that was like way after it was like developer PS3, like right before the PS5 dropped or something. I remember that, but I don't even think you can update those consoles like that, though, to be honest.
Where? See, I didn't bookmark the other ones, but I did. I can't find it, but they had it since the PS3, where they were like, ever since that when the PS3 they were suing because of what happened with the outage on PlayStation 3, they added that clause that they can't do a class action lawsuit. But now, I don't know why I didn't bookmark all this. Now, I didn't see the class action one for Xbox, but I only saw the one for PlayStation. But these are things that have been in terms forever. So why did this blow up now out of nowhere?
Collective outrage.
You know why people don't read them.
Outraged.
People don't read them shits.
No, it's not even. It's not that. People have known about this forever. All these outlets, all these news outlets, all these they've known about it. The only reason that this blew up is because the Nintendo Switch 2 hate gets clicks.
It does.
That's literally.
I mean, hate for mainstream anything gets clicks.
Oh no.
Nah,
right now it's the cool thing. Even more than hating on Xbox.
Nah, Xbox kind of like, I don't know. Like, people are used to hating on Xbox. People like gotta actually research why people hate Nintendo. You know what I'm saying? They gotta kind of dig a little deeper on why people, and that's why it get clicks.
Nah, I feel like people hate Nintendo. It's just the Switch 2 is about to drop, so it's just the biggest.
Oh, it's easy clicks. It's easy clicks.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's the biggest news right now. So it's like, I'm pretty sure people. It's just Xbox just gets more hate than all of it. So, but I know people hate Nintendo.
I feel like the hate just bounced off at Xbox at this point. Like they just like it ain't changing what they got going on.
It's the fan base. Exactly, the fan base is gonna be there. Like there's gonna be the Tim Dogs every now and then who switch to being Xbox haters, and they don't buy Xbox products anymore. But
I bet you he still got one. Probably played more than his PlayStation.
Yeah, bro, it's stupid, bro. But it's easy clicks. It's easy clicks. Everybody like in a world where like 90% of the internet's probably glazing Nintendo. The
here it
that
is.
hate on Nintendo.
It took me a while, but SI Inc., its affiliates and licensors reserve the right to bring legal action in the event of. No, that's not the one. That's the wrong one.
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Anyways, continue.
No, I feel like it's like the easy. It's like, all right, like, you know, it's the vocal minority, bro. It's always the vocal minority, bro, and it's so annoying. Everybody else is just ready to enjoy the things that's coming out, and there's always that one dude who says, "Oh, I hate this thing everybody loves," and everybody, you know, gets triggered. It's rage bait. It's classic rage bait, bro. Everybody quote retweet and call him a fucking idiot, and now next thing you know, he got 100 quotes. 100 quotes and 1,000 likes on something stupid.
But yeah,
but it is what it is. It is what it is. Are you still looking for this stupid ass tweet?
Not really.
Oh, whatever.
But yeah, like I said, this thing has been it's been a thing forever, and the only reason that it got brought up because they didn't even change the actual part. They updated the EULA, but that wasn't the part that was updated. They literally had the same language. It's just people looking for something to hate on for the flavor of the month, flavor of the week, really.
No, you know what'd be crazy? Like during the 360, you rage quitted during the Halo 2. Oh, guess what, buddy? Yeah, we're breaking red rings of death.
But yeah, the only thing I got a problem with is the not being able to sue thing. But if that's on everybody else's also, then yeah, it's selective outrage. Like you should be hating on all these companies for doing it, not just one company for doing it.
Yeah, selective outrage for sure. But that's why I was like, I laugh at those people because they don't even like it. The people that get mad at that obviously don't got the same standards for anything else. Because they'd obviously cry about the PS5 being the same way, or the PS. And I also say this: like, do you know what it takes to even mod like a regular Nintendo Switch? Do you know what it takes?
Not that much. Not enough.
Yeah,
at
you
least.
gotta unsolder a chip and like put a new chip in. Basically.
Well, that's after. But if you have if you have the original Switch like I do, then you don't need to do all that.
Oh yeah. Tight shit.
So yeah.
Yeah, man. That shit is stupid.
At this point, it is what it is. Switch 2 just need to come out so that
you still getting it?
Obviously,
it didn't change your mind.
Hey, they got a lot of breathing room since GTA is getting pushed back. Hey.
but like people are saying like, oh man, this now Nintendo has the right to just do a kill switch and get like they can just kill your Switch if you pirate it, bro. If they've had the same language and you don't see a bunch of people saying that Nintendo hit the kill switch on their devices right now, obviously, bro, that shit is not happening.
You know how crazy, like, you know how many, like, what if you got like a false positive and Nintendo's like, oh yeah, we gotta brick your shit, and it's like,
no,
nah, bro.
You know
how crazy that is? Like,
they don't brick consoles though. They'll brick your account. They'll take away your account, and then they'll also like make that software flag. So anyone who puts that software in has a flagged account if it's been copied and pasted like on the internet for everyone to use. That key is gonna be flagged. Now, what sometimes happens is that someone will rent a game, or they'll rent a game, or they'll buy it used and bring it back, and then someone will rent that same game, and then they should get bricked because they used one that someone copied and put on the internet, and it was flagged. That shit sucks. So yeah.
You talking about getting bricked up on video games?
Hey,
Speaking of getting bricked up, we got a topic for TJ and his people, because
who are my people?
You know who your people is.
Diddy?
It might as well be.
Hey, nah, if it's Diddy, we need Chuck.
So
he's the expert Diddy guy.
Here's a topic for the last topic of the day. This one's for TJ and his community. The unofficial Smash Bros dating app, Smash Together, has been shut down by Nintendo.
It was a good stream. It was a great stream. I'll see you guys next week.
We got to talk about
comment. No.
Aren't you? Aren't you sad that Nintendo closed down your dating app for you and your people?
What about the Nintendo Diddy cams when the Switch 2 comes out?
Hey, you already know them late night Diddy cams about to go crazy on the Switch 2 camera.
First of all, I hate to say it, Nintendo ninjas, y'all did the right thing. Shut that shit the fuck down,
bro. I saw that shit and I was laughing because, bro, if there's any community who does not need an app, a dating app, it's the Smash community. We know them. We've joked about it, but we know. We need to get them motherfuckers off the streets.
Yeah, those are the down bad Rule 34 ass niggas.
Wait.
We've seen every Smash tournament. They gotta have raids. Chris Hansen is on site at every Smash Bros tournament. We need to get like having a dating app. Come on, bro. Smash.
I'll say this.
Smash community. Stop.
All like I'm not gonna say every pro, but it seems like a lot of pro. It's always like Chris Hansen allegations. I'm not. That's why I don't even want to meet these. Don't want to meet them. Nintendo ninjas. I hate y'all with a passion. Y'all did the right thing.
I don't follow any Smash Bros players. I don't idolize any Smash Bros players. I'm like, man, can't trust none of y'all. But I just thought that was funny. If there was any Smash thing that needed to be shut down, it was definitely this. Don't shut down the tournaments, but this one, good job on y'all. Y'all stopped it before it got out of hand, because I already know. Give it another 3 months. It would have had something.
Bro, felonies. A lot of felonies. One, yeah, Bill Bellamy felonies, nigga. Lil B, y'all know it. Y'all know the song. And it's crazy. It's mad. Street Fighter community would never. Mortal Kombat. It's only these horny bastards, bro.
Nah, it's not about being horny. They doing way more than being horny. They being nasty.
Bro, they're being despicable, bro. I hate this shit. Any other game, like, I hate that the game I like has the worst, the worst community of all time, bro. I love Smash Bros, but Jesus Christ, I hate even like put myself in the same bubble as these niggas sometimes.
So again, the Smash community has never beaten the allegations, but
Never.
that's the last topic.
Preemptively beat them out the allegations is crazy. Preemptively,
bro. The crazy part.
Nice try, Diddy.
The crazy part is that
Nice try.
Nintendo has tried to go official with Smash Bros stuff, like tournaments and everything, a couple of times. They're like, you know what? They've been on their best behavior. It's time to make it official. We're doing our official tournament. Then something comes out, and then they cancel all the plans every time. Nintendo know they can make money off of this, because the Smash Bros fighting community, like the tournament community, is there, but they don't even want to be associated with them.
Bro, I feel the same way. Bro. I feel like Nintendo. Bro.
Nintendo,
I love the game, but
how you make a franchise that you don't even want to associate with the community?
No, that's like Nintendo. They make Mario. They see what y'all do with Mario. They can't even make nothing with this nigga no more.
Look, y'all got Mario canceled. Y'all got Mario canceled. How dare you?
34 him immediately, and now Nintendo can't even look at him the same no more, bro. It's crazy. Absolutely sick fucking work.
So yeah, if you see your local Smash Bros player hanging out at the playground, make sure y'all guys call the cops immediately. Including TJ.
Whoa, hey, nah, man. First of all, I'm not even at no playgrounds.
With that, let's go ahead and wrap it up. That is it. That is all we have for you guys today. Thank you all for tuning in, and all the people leaving comments in the chat. We do appreciate your support. Make sure you guys hit that like, because we love you guys and help us grow this channel. If you're not subscribed and you enjoyed the show, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you can stay updated for when Project Untitled goes live once again. Appreciate everybody for pulling up. Why am I saying where can I find you? Like I said, anybody particular. Deadshot Teach, where can we find you? What you got going on?
Twitch, but I still have an internet issue, so I don't know if I'm streaming today. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow once I get it all squared away. But yeah,
shout out to Xfinity.
Yeah, hey, look, fuck them niggas, but that's all I got. I hate that. That's all I got, man. But it is. Look, I don't want AT&T internet. I want an Ethernet cable, but these niggas shit is still spotty as hell. So. I don't know. But anyway, I'm on Twitch. I'm on Twitter, Deadshot Teach. Follow me there or something. I don't know. Something. Well, that's it.
All right.
Next person.
Spirit of Truth, Lord Mars. Where can we find you? What you got going on?
Y'all can find me on YouTube at Lord Mars Gaming, and you can find me on Twitch at Z Lord Mars with a Z on both of those. We don't use S's on our chests around here. Hey. And I'm gonna be finishing up Doom and then hopping on Expedition 33. You feel me? That's what we're gonna be playing.
That's what's up. All right. The Woke Dealer, King Casso. Where can we find you? What you got going on?
Well, as usual, you can catch me at The Woke Dealer on Instagram. On TikTok, I'm posting updates on my fast and how to cleanse, how to be more intentional with your health on there, and some of the active feedback that I've been coming across throughout my journey, but on a fun, not so much directly educational level. I'm on Twitch. I'm currently streaming. I've been streaming the podcast since it started, and I will be streaming Valorant. Can't wait for Call of Duty. Can't wait for GTA. Obviously, I'm gonna have to wait for both of them. Just one more than the other. But you can catch me right now. I'm streaming The Woke Dealer on Twitch. Everything spelled correctly. I don't sell coke. I sell woke, and it's free. You hear me?
Hey, we need to do a Project Untitled collab stream. All of us playing games and shit one day.
The real question for Casso is you getting Call of Duty on Switch too?
Now,
no. What's the
I might get that like late
game that you're gonna get
when it's
it's cheap.
What's the next game you're gonna get that's not Call of Duty?
GTA.
Damn, dude, that's a whole.
I don't know what you was expecting him to say.
If they dropping Gears of War or Halo in between, yeah.
Well, we got Gears of War Reloaded, but that's E-Day might come out before GTA. You never know.
Hey, another thing is anybody playing Night Rain with me or not? I'm playing that whole dolo.
Right. If I'm not getting it, I don't know who else you asking. But yeah, year-round Spitta. Where can we find you? What you got going on?
Year-round Spitta on everything. What I got going on?
Getting your ass with in Power Stone. He just disappeared? That made him disappear?
Nah, I'm still here. You just said some nonsense that you had to wait. Had to let that, when somebody fart and shit. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. I'm gonna be playing the collection, obviously, and just chilling, Maybe Towerborn 2.
And as for myself, Don Otaku, you can find me on Twitter, Pastafeet F3ET. You can find me on twitch.tv/Don Solo, SOLOW. Not really though, but eventually, maybe one day. And then, of course, you can find me right here on YouTube at Don Otaku. Where not only are we doing the Project Untitled Gaming Podcast every Saturday, Dual Wheel Gaming Podcast every Thursday. Not live, but pre-recorded premieres with my co-host the Bagels. And yeah, but also lordsofgaming.net, writing articles over there. All of the Nintendo Switch 2 articles, that's all me. So y'all can find my articles there. But also, if you're watching this, go ahead and look in the description. Join our Discord. Finally got the official Discord going. So yeah, be great to see y'all pull up, have conversations. You can.
Since don't nobody else want to play Connect 4 with me, hey, hop in the Discord and let's game together. No diddy.
Yeah, we not smashing together, that's for sure. But also, damn, I just realized I never did the topic for Lord Metroid. He left a topic for us and I forgot to add it. I didn't realize. Damn. My bad, Lord Metroid. We gonna get you next week for sure. Top of the list. But I apologize. We still new, so I'm gonna make sure to add it to the topic list the next time. But yeah, we really appreciate any submissions of what y'all want us to talk about. So yeah, join the Discord, a lot of fun. But anything else y'all want to leave for the people to get them through their week?
Hey, you feel me? Hey, Cinco de Mayo came and left. But you can always get you a torta. You feel me?
Wow. Woke Dealer, can you leave us with something a little more inspiring?
Cancellation.
Ah, man.
Come on, freestyle.
All I can say is do what you love what you do, and love yourself always. Because if you knew better, you do better.
Thank you. That was better. And with that,
I got one.
Oh, go ahead.
I lied.
Count your days. And with
Nah,
that,
for real. I'm for real this time. All right, everybody, love thyself.
Bye. Have a beautiful
Love
time.
others. You feel me? Like
But-
Capcom Collection.
I don't know. And with that, for real this time, let's go ahead and get out of here. Peace out, everybody. Enjoy your
and
weekend.
tell everybody tell year-round Chuku happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Hey,
Happy
will you
birthday.
be my neighbor?
Wait, whose birthday?
It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood.
Oh, right.
But with that,
Hey, you need to. Yeah, let's get out of
All
here.
right, we're gone. We're gone.
peace out, everybody. Enjoy your
Hey,
weekend.
we'll see y'all
Week,
next week.
month,
y'all.
year,
You
life,
can't
all
say-
that. You already know.
Go play something
You
fun.
gotta get the heck up out of here. You feel me? Hey,
Capcom Collection.
you gone.
Bye-bye.